When the last glow drifts away from the big house at Michigan, it's a good time to have a seat and listen. Hear Yost, Kipke, Chrysler, and in your mind's eye, see the lads who wore the colors. Harmon, who played both ways all the way to a Heisman Trophy and got a standing ovation once at the Horseshoe. And Archie Griffin, the double Heisman man from Ohio State, who had his moments. So many to remember, players and coaches. But there are two coaches who had a special place in this history, Woody and Bo, the salt and pepper of the series. Giants in their profession, their histrionics, legendary. And they could win. This is a remarkable festival annually, whether here or at the Horseshoe. There the great bands fight that team across the field. Show them Ohio's here. Hail to the victors valiant. Hail to the conquering heroes.
10, 9, 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, 1. They got Jim Becker on their shoulders. Listen to the crowd go wild. Michigan upsets Ohio State. Believe it or not, the final score. Ripley couldn't have made it any better than this. Michigan 24, Ohio State 12.
Wide to the right is Bo Rather. It's Taylor deep and Cypress close. Larry Sippa under center in a balanced line. Sippa rolls out to the right. Pitches off to Taylor, and Taylor's to the 20. Down to the 15, down to the 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown, Billy Taylor! Touchdown, Billy Taylor!
They need 2 inches. Dennis Franklin, the quarterback, taking a long count from center. He heads off the Taylor for 5, and it's down to the end zone. Touchdown! Franklin. Oh my God, Dennis Franklin fooled everybody. He fooled me. He fooled the entire Ohio State team.
It's Lino deep and David close. The I formation first and goal at the 3.5-yard line. Ricky Leach under center. He's taking a long count, and he's giving the ball. David scores! Russell David! Going with into the end zone. There it is. The old patent scoreboard shows Michigan 7. The Buckeyes 6. 2 tight ends in a balanced line. Ricky Leach asks for the crowd to settle down as he hands off to Rob Lino. And it is. There it is. Oh, Rob Lino picks up touchdown number 28 on his career. He has picked up 15 touchdowns in this, his All-American season.
Rosie Smith feeds David close. 3rd and 2 on the Buckeye 1.5-yard line. There goes White in motion. Ricky Leach rolls to the right. He cuts back in. He's going in, and he does. He scores. Ricky Leach scores. He scores his 51st touchdown of his career.
He pitches to Morris. Touchdown, Wolverines. This game.
Here's a perfectly executed option as Harbaugh comes down the line, peels it off, but Jamie Morris makes a great move on Sonny Gordon right there, turns inside of him, and scores the touchdown. Only the 2nd touchdown in 6 home games have been scored against the Buckeyes.
And the first by a Big Ten team.
Desmond will field it and return it from the 8. He puts 2 men up, 15, 20, goes with left into the open field, 35, 40. He's on his way. Desmond Howard is going all the way. A spectacular 92-yard punt return for a touchdown. He has done it again. Unbelievable. Woodson back, grabs this one on his 23, races to his left. To the 25, splits 2 men, now to his left at the 40, 45, and there he goes. Charles Woodson down the sideline. He's got to go all the way. Touchdown, Michigan.
Back goes John Navarre to throw. Setting up, goes down the middle. Edwards on a crossing route at the 50. Breaks it tackle. He's on his way. 40, 30. Braylon Edwards, he's gone. 10, 5. Touchdown, Michigan. 64 yards. John Navarre to Braylon Edwards, and it's 13-0. Edwards will go short side right. Out to the left, Navarre. They've got Stevie Preston under center, and he's going to run option right. He's going to keep it. And Stevie Preston is in. Touchdown, Michigan. Oh, how do you like that? Terry Malone comes up with a bit of genius. 2nd down and 10 at the Buckeye 30. Ball in the center of the field. Single setback, Perry. 3 wideouts. Perry on a quick hitter up the middle. Got a hole. Cuts to his left. 25 to the 20. 15, 10, 5. Chris Perry. Touchdown, Michigan. 30 yards for Perry. McMullen to throw. He's looking left. He fires into traffic. It's tipped. Intercepted by Shazor. Ernest back up to the 35. Goes down. That'll do it. Ernest Shazor comes up with Michigan's first turnover. And the Wolverines are going to win.
Now back to throw. Pressure coming from Ojabo. Pressure coming. Here it comes. It's sack time. Aiden Hutchinson drops Stroud at the 39-yard line. 4th down, Ohio State. McNamara gets the snap. Gives it to Haskins. Haskins scores untouched from the 4-yard line. His 5th of the day. And the Wolverines extend their lead.
3rd and 5. Stroud in trouble. And Stroud is sacked again.
Oh, go. That'll do it. Under a minute to play. Ladies and gentlemen, Wolverine Nation, the long drought is over. Ohio State is vanquished.
Time to get into the zone, the M Zone. This is the M Zone.
And welcome to the M Zone. Jimmy Morris, Matt the Hitman Missler, best guy in the business. Big Sweet will be on later. He's traveling. He's coming back to the East Coast, but down south.
He's coming back to the right side of the country.
Exactly. That being said, what is up? What is up?
Jamie, one question for you, and that goes for everyone that's watching or listening right now. What the hell have you done today to beat Ohio State?
I left that damn state. That's what I did.
You're damn right.
I left that damn state.
You're damn right.
I'm done with it. I said, I'll see y'all on the other side. On the other side. Not gonna play your game. All of you. Now, everybody's got them. I get it. You're a little nervous, Michigan fans. Oh, they're down. They're favored by 10 points. They're favored. Do you not remember what they were favored last year?
I believe the numbers said 20.5 last year. Remember, we didn't have a quarterback?
Right.
Actually, we had 3, but you combine them together, they did not add to 1.
Right. That's exactly right. Do you not remember? Don't lose the faith. This team is ready to go. This is what you come here for. This is the reward. This game right here is that game. It is that game.
This is the week that we've been waiting for. We got our listen, we got that dirty bird in our system yesterday. We all woke up today, maybe a little hungover. I might be guilty of that. I don't know. Who's to say?
I'm like looking like who is hungover?
Maybe me. That tryptophan hit harder than I thought it was going to, among many other things. But I'll tell you what, Jamie, I woke up today, my blood was pumping, my heart was beating. And I'll tell you what, I could have gone right behind you in that studio, could have grabbed one of them helmets. I'm ready to put that thing on. I'm ready to call up Big Johnny, take off the one bracket in that winged helmet right above you.
Right. There
and put that some gun on. I got 4 years of eligibility. My body's worn down, but I got 4 years.
Whoa.
So I'm just saying, you need someone at O-line. Call. I'm here.
Nice.
Now, mind you, I'm not going to ask for an NIL. I'm just going to ask for a nice steak dinner afterwards. I'll beat the snot out of someone if I have to.
Speaking of NIL, and I know what day this is.
Yeah.
This right here is Michigan, Ohio State week.
Mm-hmm.
This is Michigan, Ohio State Friday.
Yes, it is.
But I got to bring it up.
Okay.
NIL,
mm-hmm.
Players Championship.
Oh, my God.
Come on. Can you believe this?
Jamie, I got a question to ask you. How does it feel knowing that your second favorite basketball team got their asses waxed?
Oh, I felt good about that. That was good. Someone said, wait a minute, the wife said, you torn, James, aren't you? I went like this. Hell no. Why would I be torn?
I'm still in disbelief, and this is still 2 days later of that backward slam throwdown by young grown-ass man, Yax Lindenborg.
I mean,
that backwards jam, like, bro.
Dude, come on.
Like,
come on.
We don't wait a minute. We don't grow them like that in Michigan.
That's what I'm saying. You had Oscar. I'm calling him Oscar Great Man now.
Yes,
with that big throwdown against Auburn,
right? Yes,
and you're like, man, it can't get any better than that, can it?
No, it couldn't. I didn't think.
And then Yak says, hold this crystal ball that we're gonna win here in a second, and decides to just go backwards, slam that mug down, and I damn near I could have died right there and just been like, you know what? I seen it. That's it. I'm good. I'm good here on out. Yaks, you became big dog. You realized at that point, big dog.
He played.
Own the yard.
My God. It was incredible.
Everyone on that team. I mean, Yaks obviously took the highlight.
Shots. They were, dude, they came down and just threw it, whoosh, whoosh. It just kept going in.
Mara looking like just a man, a monster among men with that one throwdown, and he got teed up afterwards because he asserted his dominance.
Right.
And I'm like, you know what?
Let the man do his thing.
Dusty gave him the look like, you shouldn't have done that. But pound it, big dog.
Since you did. Since you did.
Hit him with that Gus Johnson. Ha ha!
Right. I mean, good God.
Big dog was just he was eating. Everybody was eating.
I mean,
no all you can eat buffet. No, they went to the finest establishment and they got some good food. They went to Adiamo's in Vegas right there on the strip. That's where they went. They got that good food. They got that good eating yesterday, this past week. Now they come back home, try to take that energy they had in Vegas, pass it on to Sharon Moore and then Wolverines tomorrow. Jamie, I'm ready to run through a damn brick wall right about now. I'd run through that door if it wasn't so thick too, but I'll run through a brick wall. I'll do a Scattaboo style head first. I'll do it head first. I don't care. That's just what I do. That's what I would do. Head first. Concussion? Whatever. For one day.
It's crazy, dude.
I'm crazy. I am crazy, man.
All I'm saying to you is they left no doubt, and you had the two Fab Fivers on the screen.
Oh, Jalen and
it was
getting our boys.
Michigan. It was Michigan night.
Oh, it was.
And then I mean, even Mashburn had said, I didn't want to say anything, but I got you guys. Yep. I'm right. You're right. It was crazy. So you got those red letters going up there. I might as well get on that. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy what we're doing, way we're playing. It's that time. It is that time. They got the Michigan Stadium on there right now, on ESPN now.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
I should probably change that because this Egg Bowl game is just completely and utterly embarrassing now. It started out pretty good. Well, especially when they're throwing blows at each other. They're throwing fisticuffs at one point during this Ole Miss Mississippi State game. But yeah, I'm pretty sure the ugly stepbrother of Daniel Tosh, better known as Lane Kiffin, has just basically submitted himself as being him. He's gonna stick around at Ole Miss. I think it's done and dusted. I think the rumors of him going to Ole Miss out the window.
Who going to Ole Miss?
Well, everyone thought that Lane Kiffin was going to be going to LSU. From Ole Miss. Everyone kept putting that rumor out there. He's got to go into LSU or he's going to Florida. It's going to be one of the two. I'm like, no one wants to take that Florida coaching job. No one wants that Florida football job.
Right now, no.
LSU coaching job? Yeah, that's a sexier one. But right now, Lane Kiffin's just sitting back. He can have himself a hottie toddy while yelling hottie toddy because he's going to be coaching and coaching in the CFP. Ain't going to go pretty. I think he's going to go pretty far because this Ole Miss team, it's a scary team. I think a lot of people ain't taking them serious. Ole Miss, Lane Kiffin, look out. That's all I'm saying. But Jamie, I know we got a little bit. We're focusing on what's happening here in town.
Right. We need to concentrate on that. Yes, I got you.
And the big thing we need to focus on right now is what the guy that's on hold has got for us right now because we got some significant weather coming through Ann Arbor this weekend.
Well,
starting up tomorrow.
Yeah, that's going to be something. Tomorrow. All right. Hey, Gary Rizzo, the residential weatherman. What's up, Gary? How you doing?
Doing well. Boy, that energy of Bob Ufer still chills my bones. He's got an energy level of 11 out of 10 when he was broadcasting those games.
Oh, yeah.
Gone and never forgotten. Never forgotten.
I will, every time that this week comes around, as long as my key card still works, that open will hit, and I'm going to have to try to find the original copy so I can start adding some of the newer stuff, some Donovan Edwards. Whoa! Down the sideline! They can't catch him! Got to add some Kalel Mullings being a beast, being big dog. Got to add some more onto that now, Gary.
Well, as Jamie said in the open, us fans are getting nervous, but we've had a lot of upsets, including the big one last year. So will the weather be impactful? Here's the details. First of all, I've been really burying my head in all the weather models, listening to other forecasts, watching some of those on TV, which when they do the future radar, they go by it so fast. I'm like, slow it down. What time does it get here? But you blink your eye and they're already on like tomorrow night. And, they didn't freeze it like when the snow would be hitting our area. And they really should have. Not just Ann Arbor, but like Detroit Metro proper.
Yeah.
So, that kind of had me frustrated. So I had a myriad of data. Before I start the details, it's going to take me 10 seconds to go through this list. Here are the starting times of all the various models. Again, I'm giving you starting times, not inches of snow. 2 to 3, around 4 p.m. 4 to 5, 2 to 3. Around 2 p.m., around 3 p.m. 1 to 2, around 2 p.m. That's the latest update on that one. 2 to 3, around 2, another latest update. 1 to 2 p.m. with very light snow, and 2 to 3. So that's 12 different sources right there. So here's what I've come up with. Cut the bull and get to the chase. We know the normal high is 43, the normal low is 30. We know sunrise at 7:42, but the streets are going to be backed up before 7. Ann Arbor, Saline Road, State Street, even US 23 coming up from the south. We know that. So it's going to be bumper to bumper traffic by 7. Sunrise at 7:42. Sunset at 5:04. So we'll start the day with increasing clouds early, low to mid 20s at sunrise. During the morning, cloudy, slow warming to around 30. And with that, some of those earlier outliers, I have a few flurries possible before noon, only a 40% chance. And then now we get to the nitty gritty. At kickoff, 12:14. Cloudy skies with some snow flurries. That's about it. Just some flurries, but they'll get here. 31 degrees with a south wind at 7 to 15. And remember what I said Monday. The atmosphere has to saturate from the top down. And there are some very dry layers about, 2, 3, 4, 5,000 feet above the ground. So that's why there's going to be flurries at the onset, because we're not going to be saturating those lower layers of the atmosphere right above the ground for a few hours. And that's why the starting times vary from model to model, or whoever interprets that. Let's go to halftime. So we know we've got some flurries and 31 degrees at kickoff. At halftime, I've got light snow, but I'm going to emphasize light. Light snow, about 30 degrees. The wind will pick up a little bit. South-southeast at 7 to 18. Chance of snow is 70%, but again, it's not going to really be impactful. And then by the end of the game, the snow intensities will increase. We'll drop to 28, south-southeast at 10 to 20, 90 to 100% chance of snow. And accumulations by the end of the game, 345. I'd be betting more toward 4. It'll be a lot of TV commercials and whatnot. So it'll go at least 3 hours and 40 minutes. So we'll be down to 28 degrees, and the snow will be accumulating on the edges of the playing field. But we're talking at the very end of the game here. So it's not like 2021 where it snowed off and on the whole game. It really picked up the second half of the game. This will be a little bit later, lighter in intensity until we get to like the fourth quarter. Then it'll start picking up and you'll really notice that it's snowing. So that's the latest. Monday, I was probably the only one saying there was any kind of chance of snow. The models were no, some yeses, and now they've all confined. They've all kind of congealed to like a 1 to 4 p.m. window. But we can pretty much bet that it's going to get here around 1-ish, 1:30 by 2. So in the first half, that's why by halftime, I think it'll be snowing lightly, and we'll be at 30 degrees. So that's it for the big game. Mother Nature, I mean, the earliest I can see it snowing is at the onset, but I think it's going to be light snow because we still have some dry layers of the atmosphere above that that the snow has to overcome, and then it will eventually, like in a couple-hour window. So, and oh, by the way, we do have a winter storm warning out. We're expecting 5 to 7 inches here in the Ann Arbor area, a little bit lesser in Wayne County and southeast Wayne County, but it's going to be a pretty good snowstorm. Unfortunately, the bulk of it gets here near the tail end of the game.
Yeah, that's. I mean, that's what we said.
Yeah, I think that 5 to 7 that you're talking about, Gary, that's supposed to be stuff that's really going to kind of hit in the overnight hours between Saturday and to Sunday. So I'm going to have a nice little drive in to in hopes of having a celebratory Sunday morning playground. But I mean, hey, this is kind of our first test to kind of get everyone acclimated with Mother Nature and that cold, wet stuff. So I know. Listen, I don't think anyone's going to be really surprised when a couple flakes of snow come down, unless they're coming from the bottom of the state of Ohio.
Well, yeah, that's true. I'll just say this, though. By Sunday morning, we'll all be up to around 32 degrees. So the salt crews will be out. I think the roads won't be as hazardous as you might think because of the temperature warming up to the freezing mark. And with you coming up from the southeast, you'll be getting like 4 inches of snow. So lesser amounts, and the snow will actually be tapering off anytime after 8 o'clock tomorrow. So in the morning. So that's how the travel weather stacks up. And then the roads will improve as the snow shuts off during the day, Sunday morning into midday. There'll be a few periods of light snow, but it'll be like 33 degrees. So that's how we have it. My only big key to the game, Jamie and Miz, are going to be, I guess, to dominate the trenches and don't have any turnovers. That's short and simple. That's it.
That's it?
Well, if they dominate the trenches, offense and defense, and they can pressure Julian Sayin, their quarterback, or hurry him, not so much sack him, and make sure he's off balance or something. That's what we need.
Okay.
That's what we need to win the game. But we had a bigger upset last year, and as we had all the myriad of snippets of the game as the show opened, it's happened many, 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 many times before. So, like I say, fans, stay positive.
Yeah. There you go. Well said, Gary. Well said. Stay positive.
I do appreciate it. Yeah, it's been a pleasure doing all the game day forecasts here. Here we are at the end of November, and if you guys need me, though, I'll be here. So feel free to call me in the following weeks, and then we know where we're going to play our postseason. Give me a call, and I'll give you game day weather for that.
Yeah, because Gary, if things work out tomorrow, and you know a certain dog breed goes a little duck hunting, Michigan could be making their way to Indianapolis.
Yeah,
So we may need some big house South forecasts as we get closer to that. If Michigan punches their ticket to play in the B1G title game down in Indy.
Well, as Jamie said at the show open, stay positive, fans.
Yes.
Stay positive.
Because they're always going to pick the other guy. Always.
They always do.
They always pick the other guy. Not us. Not us. The other guy. It's the other guy. Gary, appreciate you coming on, giving us the weather over the season. It was great. And we will keep it handy, and when we find out what we're doing after the Huskies and the Ducks get off their game, we may be, hey, Gary, we got to get it. We got to get it.
We got to get it. And remember, folks, bundle up for that weather tomorrow. Whether it snows or not, it's still going to be cold. So bundle up, everybody, and have fun out there.
Well, thanks, Gary. We appreciate it. Have a good one and go blue.
Absolutely, Gary. We appreciate it. And obviously, we'll see you over at the Victor's Lounge. Hey, Big Sweet's with us right now.
Big Sweet.
There he is. There he is.
What's up, gentlemen? What's up? What's up?
Concert? Are you going to do a concert or something? What are you doing?
No, man. My brother-in-law turns 70 on tomorrow, and the family is all surprising him and having a surprise birthday party here in Atlanta for him.
Well, let's hope he's not watching you on live on the big 1050. My goodness, it won't be a secret anymore.
Yeah,
I called in the tail end of Gary's forecast, man. I'm glad I'm not in it though.
I knew there was going to be some kind of tongue-in-cheek comment that you was Hey, you go from
He's in hot Atlanta now, right?
It might be chilly.
It ain't so hot here in Atlanta, but it's like 45, 50 degrees.
Chilly Atlanta. We'll take it. Hey, you'll take
it's all right. It's a cool breeze compared to what you used to right now.
I can handle it, but if it starts at night, it's supposed to get down in the 30s, so I will be indoors.
Well, try 20s here. I mean, come on. Really? Come on. It's going to be 20s tonight here. Just letting you know.
I heard him say 3 to 5 inches of snow.
He did say that too.
Yeah,
he did say that.
Some good measurements.
Oh my God!
But that's coming after the game, though. That's what we're thinking, right, man?
Yeah, it sounds like the bulk of it's going to be overnight. So if people are sticking around town after the game, it'll probably be more of an impact overnight. So if you are hitting the bar scene afterwards, just be advised.
I was going to say they're going to be so lathered up they won't notice it.
Right,
It's about it.
Well, we need to go to a break. We come back. We got Kevin Fitzsimon on.
Yep,
from the U of M Club of Ann Arbor.
Yep, but
go ahead.
Before we go to break, I'm going to give people one last opportunity to get into the Bud Light Victor's Lounge. You heard me right. One last opportunity to get into the Bud Light Victor's Lounge. I'm going to wait until we actually go to commercial to open the phone, so it gives people that are listening online a chance to dial up now at 734-998-1050. Caller number 7 gets the final spot into the Bud Light Victor's Lounge. You'll be on the guest list, hang out with us, get bundled up, have good food and good drink from our friends at Sidecar Slider Bar over at Joe's Garage. So caller number 7 right now, 734-998-1050. You win, big dog.
You're listening to the M Zone on the Big 1050.
We are clear on the radio.
On the radio.
Did the Red Wings win?
Oh, no, they got their asses handed to them. Yeah, they lost 6-3.
Wow. Oh, my goodness. What do we got here?
Did you care to have Big Daddy on at all?
I can't figure out where we're going to put him at.
No problem. No issue.
Hey, I thought I had somebody, but then your homegirl said she could come on.
Oh, okay. She can't?
She can. She can.
Oh, okay. Cool. Angelique
coming on. She's like, hey, dude, all I had to say, you want to come on? She goes, sure. That was fast. Jeez. Yeah. Where are you at? Minding my business, you should mind yours.
Okay, right. All right.
I ain't trying to get in your business. I mean, good God.
You got to be in Ann Arbor.
Somewhere. She's got to be somewhere. She's somewhere around.
The big game tomorrow.
everybody gonna be here. If you don't come, your name won't be the same as it was last year.
You heard Tom Brady say he's going to be there. He was at the Lions game yesterday.
Got his whole family here.
Oh, okay. Hey, I'm trying not to get started.
I know. I wait a minute. I had to crack Miz with the what you call it. You saw basketball. They won $2 million.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for the NIL tournament in Vegas.
No, it was only $1 million.
No, they get $2 million. They get a second $1 for the way they. Cabot read the contract. I did.
Okay. Well, I'll trust Cabot because he's a lawyer and I'm not.
I mean, good God. I'm like, wow.
And then, our boys in blue, the Detroit blue.
Yeah, I know. Look, I told you. Time for Dan Campbell. He made his mark. He should have just handed it back over.
Yep.
And the other thing too is the personnel just kind of dropped the ball, literally.
No, you're right.
Plays.
You're right. I mean, look, the person who knew that that Laporta was hurt for the rest of the season. Jesus. Frank Ragnow was coming back, but I mean, he didn't come back yesterday.
The Rams game?
Right. That's what I'm saying. You can't lose any more games, and you need a little work, a little help.
Yeah,
how many field goals did Green Bay kick?
Help them out, so that also kind of hurt too.
Yeah. What'd you say, Big Sweet?
How many field goals did Green Bay kick?
One. Right? Five. They kicked up, okay.
Well, one field goal and maybe 4 extra points.
Right.
I'm just,
pontificating about field goal kicking
and field position and punting, when to and when not to, and being smart about decision making.
He had his best glasses on. I don't know why.
Yeah.
And he best glasses on. He looked good.
He won't need them at the end of December.
I don't know what to say about it. I
think.
And then wait a minute. And then when Saint Brown got hurt, that was a killer. I thought Jameson would come out, but Jameson.
Those kind of things, kind of bailing him out on, discussion about him. It takes the spotlight off of him a little bit and puts it elsewhere.
All right. We are coming back from break in a moment. Stand by.
This is the M Zone.
And welcome back to the M Zone. Jamie Morris, Matt the Hitman Missler, best guy in the Bizzler, and he's back, but he's on the East Coast now. Down south, and he's back, and he's in the dirty. He's in the dirty.
There you go. I don't have a song for the dirty ATL, man. What's an Atlanta song, man? I was in LA, Hollywood, and all that, but I gotta, by the next break, I'll have a song from Atlanta.
Okay, well, you work on that, and then we got Kevin joining us. Is Kevin Fitzsimon, the president of the U of M Club of Ann Arbor. All right, what's up, Kev? How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. I mean, the countdown clock gets shorter and shorter by the minute. I mean, we're so pumped up for tomorrow. The weather forecast, I think, is looking favorable. I don't think that Cali quarterback from Ohio has ever played in weather like this before.
No,
so
he hasn't.
Another advantage for the Wolverines. So I can't wait. I am so excited. And this past Monday, to get us all prepared for this game, we had someone I know that's near and dear to your heart who's returned to the coaching staff, Eric Soup Campbell,
Yep.
who's working with the DBs. He mentioned that this is going to be his 19th big game or the game as both a coach and as a player. And he had stories to tell galore like you wouldn't believe. I mean, so happy, you know, at the U of M club, we get coaches each and every week. And, you know, it just is really nice that you have somebody, you know, who's got that connection back to your playing days, Jamie, coming in and coaching, you know, so many great wide receivers. And it's just wonderful to have someone with that kind of thick Michigan blood flowing through their veins to talk about this in the context of both a player and a coach. And I tell you what, he's ready. He's ready. He thinks our players are ready. Coming off that game on Saturday in Maryland, you know, I think we're firing on all cylinders. Didn't have to punt once. You know, and I the boys down there in Columbus had taken notice. I think that, as we mentioned last week, you know, we want these guys coming in with Ryan Day with his sphincter as tight as an acorn, and I think that's what's going to happen tomorrow. So I really love the way that our boys are playing. I would love to see Max Bredesen back out there. Not sure if he's going to make it, but you know, it's always next man up. And look at Cuzdahl, what he did last week. I mean, he just looked so good out there. Runs downhill. I mean, reminds me of another 24, Butch Wolfolk. I mean, I swear that I have images of Butch running the way he was running through that Maryland defense. And you know, hopefully we have one of our other top backs back, and you know, that would be perfect if we can balance it out, grind it out, control the ball, and play keep away from Ohio State like we had last year. So, and then once again, we'll be recapping it all at the U of M Club on Monday, where we'll be doing something that we've traditionally done there for our members. Each and every week we meet at Weber's Inn, 11 o'clock, and we hear from coaches, 2 coaches a week. But the tradition we have after the Ohio State game is that we serve free beer. So that's that might be reason enough to come. But I tell you what, the last 4 years, the beer was flowing. So, well, you know, as you can obviously tell, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to start drinking that beer and celebrating number 5. But, you know, the work has to be done, and just can't wait to be out there in the field tomorrow. You know, I love it's traditional. Toe meets leather at 12 o'clock, and that's the way this game always should be. And it's always hard hitting. I just can't say how looking forward to it I am. And, you know, I'll go to bed early tonight, because the earlier I go to bed, the earlier it's game day the next day.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, look, it's going to be great, Kev. And I mean, I'm sure Eric was great when he telling his stories.
Oh, he was. I mean, and he talked about the, you know, the way that Bo handled the team, you know, in terms of contact, and talked about the 85 team that went 6-6, his only non-winning season, and then how in 86 they came back and, you know,
84 team to the 85 team. You're right.
Okay. But then we went down and beat Nebraska in the Fiesta Bowl, and we're number 2 in the country. So, but he says, you know, every minute of every moment they were allowed to be together, they hit, and they hit hard. You know, I mean, it was just no sparing anything. And it was kind of like the old adage, you know, if there was something was hurt, you know, rub some dirt on it. You know, that kind of mentality. So, you know, he talked about, you know, literally breaking his arm and going in and playing. And, you know, it was just, you just did anything you could to be ready for this game. And, you know, his passion ran deep. And I know you know him personally, Jamie, but we couldn't have had a better speaker to get us all pumped up for this week. Now, on Monday, I will say, even though the beer will be flowing after another Michigan victory, we're going to have another great coach who's off to a great start this season. Kim Barnes-Arico will be at the club on Monday. And boy, she's really gotten off to a great start. She's got 3 young players that are just incredibly hard workers, and they darn near knocked off number 1 ranked Connecticut, and then they stormed back, blew out Syracuse, blew out Notre Dame. So they've got a great team, and and we all know what's going on with our men's basketball team right now. That was incredible what we witnessed there, and then we'll morph right into to men's basketball after that, where Dusty May, who was with us 2 weeks ago, will have his assistants come and speak to us about this team. And boy, I think everybody was just in disbelief at the way they just totally dismantled, particularly Gonzaga, who I watched the night before getting ready for that game, and they looked awfully good. I thought that was going to be a tough match.
Yeah, didn't Kim Pom made him number 1 at the time?
Yeah. So, I mean, the point is that all our athletic teams are doing great. Hockey's number 1. Brandon Naurato will be speaking at the club a week from Monday. So it's still a great time to join the club. We had Dusty May a couple weeks ago. We had 11 new members sign up. It's very easy to do. All you need to do is go onto our website, which is uofmclubofanarbor.com. And just on the front page, there's a direct link that takes you to the application. A lot of it, if you've done things on your phone before, it'll autofill automatically. You can do Apple Pay or pay by credit card. And it's only $60 for the year. And that takes you all the way through to the spring game. So we'll have our coaches speak after the spring game to break down what took place then. And that $60 goes towards athletic scholarships, academic scholarships to worthy and Washtenaw County students. And it's just a great place, a congenial place for anyone. No need to be a graduate of Michigan, but if you're a passionate fan of Michigan, like I know all your listeners are, you are more than welcome to come. And we have had a lot of listeners join on the basis of hearing you're allowing us to come on and talk about the club each and every week. So we're always grateful for that, Jamie. And, couldn't be a better time. You join the club now, come on Monday, drink some free celebratory beer, hear from Ken Bardzarico, and then the next week you got Brandon Naurato, and then we'll keep on rolling from football right into men's basketball with all those coaches there. So, again, I can't thank you enough for allowing us to come on each and every week to talk about the club. And, all our members, you'll find once you're there, they're as passionate as your listeners and as I am right now. And that's a happy place for Michigan Wolverine fans.
It's a great place to be. That's where the Wolverine fans should be and come together. It's awesome.
So how was your Thanksgiving, Jamie?
It was good. I spent it down in the state of Ohio, Avon, Ohio, out by Cleveland. Got a little lake effect snow yesterday.
Okay.
Leaving.
So this was a forcible family gathering, I take it.
Yes.
And he's bringing up the snow too
down there. I hope, Jamie.
Huh?
They didn't give you a hard time?
No. There's been 4 years of no pants. No pants.
And that would be embarrassing for anyone.
Exactly.
Too much booty cheek out there.
Exactly. No pants. That's all I could say was no pants. You got no pants.
Yeah, that's it. That shuts down all conversation right there. Yeah. Well, Jamie, I did something for the first time yesterday. I'm a big fan of the Detroit Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Oh, wow. And, how was that?
Probably. Oh, it's great. I probably only missed in my lifetime, I can count on my hands. Even when I lived in Chicago, I'd always come back to it. I mean, my dad took me when I was young, and it's always been a big family tradition for a lot of our friends and family. And for the first time, I marched in the parade. I was one of those big paper mache heads that they have down there.
Were you Bo?
You know what? I wasn't Bo. I did get a picture with Bo. I wasn't Harbaugh, but I had been provided an opportunity through a charity auction for a Michigan grad, Gilda Radner, and Gilda's house, which is a support facility for cancer, to be her head. Unfortunately, her head did not fit me, so we had to look at alternate. So get this. they tried to offer me Tom Izzo. I said when pigs fly.
Exactly. Good for you.
Yeah. So then we did get a fit with Dave Bing, former NBA legend and mayor of Detroit. But they have you walk around because it's a 3-mile route. And it was really tippy. So I would have been holding it up with one hand while I was marching. So we didn't do that one. So I wound up being, and I was very honored to be this individual. I was Rosa Parks.
Oh,
and,
very nice.
It was great. I'm telling you. I mean, I've always loved this parade, but to be able to go down Woodward Avenue and shake hands and bring smiles to so many faces, it was a thrill of a lifetime. So I feel like I'm off to a great start, and tomorrow will just continue that trend.
Wow, that's
awesome.
great.
The president of the parade company, I forget his name, man. He's a great guy too. He used to come around and he used to work for the Lions actually back in the day. His name escapes me right now, but he does a great job with that thing every year.
Larry, top down, everybody in that organization is just top notch. I mean, they're wonderful people. I mean, they're just. I think it's the happiest day in the city, without a doubt. I mean, I saw you, Jamie. You did your first Tiger opener. I mean, the vibes that you get on Thanksgiving for this parade are like that times 10. And the whole organization from the top down with the parade company is wonderful. And again, just really honored to represent a civil rights hero and be a part of that parade.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
So, but in the meantime, we got some business to take care of. And tomorrow, all Michigan fans, first and foremost, need to be in full throat. Make sure they can't hear a thing and let them know how much we love them when they walk into that stadium.
Bring your voice. Bring your voice.
Bring your voice. Bring your voice. Yep, absolutely. So, Jamie, thanks again for the time. Again, to your listeners, come on out to Weber's. We get underway about 11 o'clock on Monday. Each and every Monday. You don't have to come every week. Come when you can. We have a loyalty program where if you do come 10 times, you get a room at Weber's on a Sunday night, and that takes care of everything right there. But come when you can. We've got Kim Barnes-Arico on Monday, Brandon Naurato the following week, and then we'll continue to roll with Dusty May's staff throughout the basketball season. And your membership would be good all the way through April of next year. So we'd love to see some new faces, continue to see new faces, of other like-minded Michigan Wolverine fans.
Thanks, Kev. Appreciate it. Have a great day. Stay warm.
Take care, Kev.
Okay. Go Blue, guys.
Go Blue. I'm going to tell you, Big Sweet. I don't know if you know this. Michigan basketball is pretty damn good.
Oh, I know that. I do know that. Yeah.
I'm just going to let you know that we don't play around.
I tell you what, though, I'm learning to really, really like Dusty May.
What were you going to say, Miz? Combine what?
Beat their three opponents.
The three opponents, how much?
I combined 100 points. 100-point butt whooping over 3 days' time. So, yeah.
You saw that Michigan on the screen, didn't you? Did you see Jalen and did you see Chris Webber? Jalen Rose and Chris Webber talking all that.
I wanted more of them more than I wanted Bruce Pearl on my broadcast against Auburn.
That's what I Bruce wanted. Pearl, he couldn't talk no more. Wait a minute, they shut him up pretty quick.
Yeah, I know they did. I'm happy for that.
Bruce had to talk Michigan just like the Mash Man. The Mash Man had to talk nothing but Michigan.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I was all about that. It was beautiful. It was an outstanding couple of games that Michigan and had played over those two games. Honestly, I was more surprised with the Auburn game more than anything.
Yeah, they got after Auburn, and that's that's the big payback. Yeah, that's a big payback.
This was a payback from the Sweet 16 from this past tournament run.
Exactly.
But then we knew that we weren't sure who they were going to play in that final game, whether it was going to be Tennessee or was it going to be, it ended up being Gonzaga.
Right.
But there were a couple of teams that had the full get up, but because Michigan ended up winning, by they capped off like the spread by 20.
Mm-hmm.
So because they did, they got the capper, was basically one of those. All right, they're playing Wednesday. They're playing championship day. Just a matter of who they're playing. And well, Gonzaga whipped some more butt than Tennessee did, and Gonzaga fell victim. And man, Mark Few was probably just in there going, I do not want to meet this team come March and April. Whew.
No, that was not good. He doesn't want to see that team. That team was good. That team was good.
That team is good.
Really good.
That boy good.
That team is good.
That boy good. That boy is good.
That boy good.
Them boys is good. I'm telling you how good they are, boy.
I'm still having flashbacks of that Yaks backhand, backhand double axe.
Your boy Mara. Hey, Mara, he can play.
Oh man, that boy.
Thank you.
That's
UCLA.
I know.
That's a monster among men.
I got to question his IQ though, man. Why would he leave Westwood to go to Ann Arbor?
Because he want to get tough. He don't want the softness of it anymore.
It's also this, too. It's also that NIL.
That tournament,
baby.
that NIL money now.
That NIL is definitely sweeter.
Can't blame him at all.
Exactly. I mean, hey, if you guys had that opportunity to go jump to another program and you knew the NIL was a little bit sweeter on the other side of the fence, I think we all would have done that whole thing.
Yeah,
absolutely, without hesitation.
Yeah. Want to give an update because, obviously yesterday we had a couple of games on Thanksgiving Day, but there is a Black Friday special going on right now with between the Chicago Bears and the Philadelphia Eagles. Currently right now with 4:59 to play in the first half of play, the Chicago Bears up 10-3 against the Philadelphia Eagles at the Link.
10-3. My God.
At the Link of all places.
Wow.
Ben Johnson.
I tell you, Ben Johnson.
We pissed him off.
Nah.
Sorry.
Yeah, maybe there's more to Ben Johnson than we think.
Do we have to Google him now?
Yeah, you better Google him.
That's right. That's right. Google him.
I don't know if we got to Google him now, but man, like I said,
that's nice.
He unlocked something inside of
Caleb.
Inside Caleb.
You
Yeah,
got Caleb playing. Caleb playing.
Yeah, he ain't afraid. He might be
the quarterback whisperer.
What was that bit there? You kind of broke up a bit.
Yeah. I said he might be the quarterback whisperer.
He might just be.
He takes quarterbacks and gets the most out of them, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep,
Absolutely.
Yep. So.
Yeah, but under 5 minutes of play in the first half, Bears up 10-3 on the defending champion Philadelphia Eagles over in Philadelphia.
Well, I was talking to Cabot, my boy, and these teams, we put them as super teams. We call them super teams too quick.
That's true.
Too early on. That being said, we need to go to a break because we got the angel of the big house coming on the other side. You're listening to the M Zone on the Big 1050.
Clear on the radio. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the queen herself.
Hi.
All hail the queen.
Oops. Where are you, Larry? You look like you're like a witness protection program or something. Like
It's Ohio
we have
State.
no idea where he is.
Protection.
He knows where he is. He's doing a surprise party for a cousin.
Oh, really? Oh, how fun.
Yeah, I'm in Atlanta. My brother-in-law turned 70, and the family is all gonna have a surprise party for him tomorrow.
Oh, that's fun. I hope he doesn't watch this podcast or listen.
Larry didn't tell him about it. Larry didn't tell anybody.
Now everybody
I
knows.
just got off the plane, came straight to the hotel, and clicked on the link.
Oh my God, that's so fun.
Yeah, and there's no snow, and it's about 45 degrees, 50 degrees.
Oh my gosh. I think it's going to be really bad here tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night, not tomorrow during the
No,
game.
I gotta drive back to Troy from Ann Arbor.
Don't take too long writing the article after the game.
Why do you sit in the press box for so long?
See,
and just-
Angelique, I lived in Rochester forever, so I know exactly what you're talking about.
I'm thinking if I see the radar and it's coming, the heavy stuff, I'm getting in the car after the game and I'm gonna leave. I mean,
don't
if
think
they
that-
get the story late, they
From
get
what
it
you're
late.
understanding,
I
the
don't
heavy
care.
stuff ain't coming until like the overnight hours. though.
Overnight
So, like,
hours.
from
well,
Saturday
she's
into Sunday.
she's there. She will be there overnight, not overnight, but
Not a night game.
Everything I'm seeing says 7:00.
Yeah, that's too.
Yeah, that's when
are
I
you not
leave.
done? You're not done.
No, I'm usually leaving about 7 from the press box.
Okay,
I'll be
Well,
cutting it
fine.
close.
You should be good
Yeah,
because you
the
getting
nasty
in
stuff
right
ain't
when you
supposed to hit
getting
until,
it
like,
out,
when
getting
we're
out
supposed to be
and
all in
out.
bed, or as I'm probably starting to
Angelique, what food does
my eyes.
Michigan have in the press box?
Oh, I don't like it, Larry. I mean, it's like breakfast. It's like the sausage is gray. I don't even know what color it is. So I don't go near it.
I can't put that on.
One year I took pictures of the eggs and I asked people what they were. They look like coasters. I mean, they didn't even look like eggs. I don't know. It's really nice. Sometimes they bring pizza in after the game.
Yeah,
so that's nice.
pizza. You
That's-
get some
Okay.
pizza.
But I don't eat in the press box. I mean, I used to, in the old days they had we called them the Michigan Death Dogs, the hot dogs.
Yes, the hot dog. And
so,
we got rid of
Wojo.
those. We got rid of those from you.
Well, Larry knows Wojo. So at the end of every season, there's like a little slot under where we work. And I said, let's leave something in there every year to see if it's there the next year. So one year we put a partially eaten death dog in there, and it was still there when we got back the next season.
That's disgusting.
Oh,
gross.
no.
It's so gross.
Somebody knew it was there. You can't blame them for not cleaning that out.
Oh, I know, but it's fun. We put like last year. I was by myself, so I put like just something from the last game. But we've put cookies in there just see what's left. So I guess there's no rats. That's a good thing.
That's always good.
Do you have like a favorite stadium that serves the best food in the press box?
The pro stadiums are the best.
Yeah.
You know what? Maryland always does a good job, believe it or not. Maryland does a good job. Ohio State does a nice job.
Okay.
Really looked pretty good this year.
Wait a minute. What's this? Chesney to UCLA? Is that the rumor?
Chesney?
Yeah.
Chesney?
The singer?
Did you say Chesney?
Chesney?
Where's
Chesney dropped his Tennessee Alliance to be the head coach of UCLA.
Oh my God, that's funny.
What's his name?
Are you looking at Chesney? Is that what you do?
Bob Chesney, the James Madison coach. I know. I keep thinking it's the singer too.
Just imagine
I
him
know
with
nothing.
on a green chair.
He's the-
She thinks I'm
and my-
sexy.
Hey,
In my best Colonel Clink,
UCLA.
in my best Colonel Clink impression,
That's
I
your
know
Schultz.
nothing.
No, that's your Schultz impression.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't hire somebody the people don't know.
I agree.
That's
I
a
agree.
fool move. That's a fool move. Because y'all supposed to be somebody. Hello.
Let's go. Let's say TBD. To be determined still.
Coming back from break. Stand by.
Let me get that out of the way there. There. I got my Bengals thing up there. My little Bengals plaque. Let me see. Let me go like that. Let's see.
This is the M Zone.
And welcome back to the M Zone. Jamie Morris, Matt the Hitman Missler, best guy overall in the business. You got Big Sweet himself. He ain't on the left coast. He's on the right coast, and he's in the dirty South. And then joining us on a special Friday version. She's usually Thursday, but because of turkey, we didn't want to get in the way. That being said, Angelique Shingalis, I hope you had a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving, Angelique.
The only reason I do these now, Jamie, is because of Larry. I mean, you
I
know
know.
that, right?
I know.
Yeah.
I got it.
And Matt,
me.
Larry and Matt.
And don't
That's
you
it.
forget it,
Read
Jamie.
the room. Read the
Uh,
read the room. Read the room. I got you.
I don't know
That's
about
right.
me so much. We kind of gave each other some stuff last time we met face to face in Chicago.
right.
So,
That's
but
right.
but it's only fair that we do that. That's our way of saying.
And Angelique, while you weren't here, I defended your honor with Miz. You should know that.
Oh, what did I do?
What did I do?
Wow.
I defended your honor with Miz. You know, he was talking that you guys were going back and forth there, and I said, "Hey, don't you do that to my homegirl." I had your back.
He said you threw a chair at him. Somebody.
Yes,
threw a chair
I
at
threw a
him.
chair
You
at
threw
him.
a chair at him.
No. That wasn't her. That was Chris Bellis that threw
Chris
a chair
Balance
at.
threw the chair.
He threw a chair at someone. I don't know. He probably saw a ghost of Harry Carey or something over at Wrigley. What the hell's going on over there? He goes, all right, just chair in the way. I'm like, okay, whatever, big dog.
Yeah. I think no one was sitting there, and it was crowded. And I heard something go boom, 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 and I apparently was this chair. So
Like, who fell?
Wow.
Okay over there?
Wow.
Next thing you know, Chris's head pops up. We're fine. It's fine. It's fine.
right.
Angelique, here's another year. I'm gonna say it's year 5 of the Michigan takeover, and you know fans are really beside themselves because Michigan's a 10-point dog at a home game, and I mean I tell people to calm down. What were they last year? 21 dogs.
Double it. Yep.
That being said, what do you see in these two teams?
You know, I'm going through the stats. I was just going through the rushing stats. Ohio State's. I mean, they haven't given up over 100 yards since the opener against Texas. But then, and so they're number 2 nationally against the run. But Jamie, I'm not sure they've played any really dynamic run teams. I mean, they give up. Wisconsin and Purdue had 95 and 92 yards against Ohio State. But you know, I'm not sure. You know, people can say, well, you know, Michigan hasn't seen a run defense like Ohio State, but Ohio State hasn't seen Jordan Marshall and now Bryson Kutzall. I mean, you know, I think it's going to be really interesting to see how Michigan runs the ball because I'm really curious what this Ohio State defense, which is ranked number 1 under Matt Patricia, is all about because they really haven't been overly tested this season.
Well, that's interesting. Everybody's raving about Matt Patricia, and I guess they can because you know what? Again, something that something that Jim Harbaugh said to I think it was Jeff Fisher, wasn't it? He said if you're going to get a defensive coordinator, make sure it's an NFL guy, right? So that wasn't Urban Meyer who said it. So why did the dark beard Ryan Day, the dark beard one, I don't know if it's got ink in it or whatever, but
just for Matt.
Yes. That being said, why does Ryan Day go get an NFL guy and bring him in?
I mean, wasn't Ryan Day an NFL guy too? I mean, he coached in the NFL. You know, I don't know. That's a good question. But I mean, everyone I've talked to in Columbus, they rave about Matt Patricia. I mean, and everybody here in Detroit boos Matt Patricia like Miz does.
Exactly.
And, you know, unpopular. And Larry, very unpopular here with the media, very unpopular with the fans. Obviously, terrible record with the Lions. And the players, I mean, his players were happy to see him go. But then in Columbus, he's had this, I don't know, this epiphany. He's dropped weight.
Right.
He's apparently dropped whatever issues he had. And now he's a player's coach. I mean, they're telling me that the offensive players love him too. I mean, it's just a love fest with Matt Patricia. So, you know, he hasn't been in the college game. Everyone talked about Wink, 20 years he hadn't been in the college game.
Yeah.
And it had been since 2003 for Matt Patricia. So, but he's, you know, they love him down there. So That'll be interesting. It'll be fun to see the reception he gets in Michigan Stadium because it's going to be a lot of what Larry and Matt just did. A lot of booing.
Did he get an NIL deal with Ticonderoga?
Wow.
I'm asking important questions here because I still don't understand why he has a pencil behind his ear still. It's all laminated. Cut
I
it
know,
out.
right?
Use a Sharpie for crying out loud. Be logical here, guy.
Well, I'll tell you, he would have had to change because the way he was in Detroit with the Lions was horrible. Absolutely horrible. Maybe he couldn't handle pro. Maybe he couldn't handle pro. Well, he was in New England, but Jamie could probably comment on this. I don't know about back in the day, but the current New England or the Belichick New England was do as we say, not as we do, and marching orders. And I heard some horrible stories about Matt Patricia and Quinn at the Lions, man, just horrible. And so maybe he found a new leaf and got in Columbus and found the fountain of youth or something. I don't know.
I don't know either. I'm just, the media people I've talked to, the reporters said they don't actually get to talk to the coordinators that much, but they see him. They say hello, and they've gotten all of their takes about him from the players who just seem like they adore the guy. And if he's made this change, good for him. But I think
for him. Yeah.
But people here don't care about that. They remember the Matt Patricia who's with the Lions, and it was not a great relationship.
I heard stories like maybe he was trying to be like Belichick without the credentials, If he's walking down the hall, don't look him in the eye. Walk on the other side of the hall, and all kind of stuff, man. I think they were trying to bring that New England old school stuff, and that old school. I think Jamie's in agreement with me. That old school stuff doesn't work anymore with these young men. It doesn't.
It does not. I mean, I think you need some boundaries. I mean, I think you do need that with the players, but in this era, at least in college football with NIL, no. I mean, that stuff is that just doesn't cut it anymore. But I think college coaches now have to find that balance between being the old school guy and new school and coping with players, dealing with players who are making money now and can threaten to leave whenever they want to leave. It used to be, how many times do you hear Lloyd Carr tell the stories about, so-and-so, Tom Brady wants to transfer or whoever else wants to, and he would just sit him down in the office and push the transfer papers toward him and say, basically go ahead, do it. And nowadays they do have options. It's easy to do it. And so that wouldn't work now. That technique, that old school Lloyd Carr technique wouldn't work.
No, these kids today, they don't have the thick skin that we had to have back in the day. You hear all of Jamie's bowl stories and all that kind of stuff. These guys couldn't take bowl coaching, I don't think.
No,
they couldn't take Woody Hayes coaching.
Well, Angelique knew bowl well.
Yeah, I mean, it does feel like a little bit like the everybody gets a trophy kind of feel. Like, you can't be tough on them. You can't even say one thing that's remotely negative. And not that you don't want a coach bashing a player or whatever, but you definitely though still need to establish boundaries. I mean, I say that about my parents all the time. I had a healthy fear of them, and I think you need that. And I think you need that as a player with your coach. Position coach, head coach.
I agree with that.
I think so too. Yeah, I agree with that wholeheartedly.
But this game, Angelique, what does it feel like? We're in a big game now. Because we. I mean, you're at 9. You're what? You're at 9-2. Are you? We're 9-2 right now.
Yes,
they're undefeated. And they're coming together. I mean, for Michigan, they win that game, there's a potential of making the college football playoffs.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, I think it feels like a big game. I mean, Jamie, there are stakes for Ohio State. If they lose this game, they could lose their first round bye. I mean, they could drop in the seedings. They don't want to do that.
Right.
I do think in the end, I'm not sure anybody cares about playing in the Big Ten title game. I don't think you want another
I
game.
don't think
So
anybody
that
wants to play in the Big Ten
nobody
title
wants
game.
nobody wants that.
Right. And no one wants to play. They would say, hey, give it to, hey, let Oregon and Michigan play. Who cares?
Right.
Indiana doesn't want to go to that game. Nobody wants to go to that game.
I think Ryan Day absolutely wants to win this game. I mean, he's still stung from last year.
Yeah.
But Jamie, I mean, he says it, and I'm not sure I agree with this. He's changed things for their traditional Ohio State Michigan week.
Right.
They used to have the band come during the week.
Yep.
Nope, he had them do that during a bye week. That's not quite right. Their senior tackle. They always do that before the Michigan game, but now they've beaten Michigan when they've done it and they've lost. But now it's like, oh, I don't want them to be too over, emotional about it.
Yep.
And then now they're, instead of busing from Columbus, they're flying to Ann Arbor. That's a different change because he says he just wants the routine. And part of me thinks, my goodness, he's overthinking this.
Yeah.
Like, just play the game and keep your traditions like you always have for Michigan Ohio State week and move on. So I'm just like, part of me was a little puzzled by that. I understand what he was saying, but I'm like, there are traditions at Ohio State too. And I think you maintain them and you maintain your traditions at Michigan. And so that one, I was like, wow, that just feels a little overthinking to me. But,
Angela,
they might be the smart ones flying back, though, because they'll beat the storm. But anyway.
No, you're right.
earlier in the week, we had Keith Byers on, and Keith said it was your coach that started all the ruckus. And he got the Michigan folks fired up.
Last year.
What was the ruckus?
It was Sharon Moore with the old arrow shot and going to the fans after the game and shaking his finger and everything like that. That's what he said.
Okay, I don't love that either from your head coach. I don't. I mean, that's like I feel old school. Like, could you imagine Bo doing that? Could you imagine Lloyd doing that? I can't. Again, new era. He's a younger guy. Maybe that fits this next era. But I get it. I get why that gets under people's skin. I've seen Sharon do it at other games. It's not just the Ohio State game. I've seen him up there, waving his arms, getting the fans going. That's what he was doing as an offensive line coach.
Right.
So, I mean, that's unless someone's saying, hey, Sharon, tone it down, he's not going to. But I understand. But you also have to be like, if that's all it takes to get the other fan base that rankled, then my goodness, that's not significant enough to get people all upset. So, I mean, I get the whole flag planting thing and what happened after that, but Texas came into Michigan Stadium last year and planted the flag, and nobody cared.
Nobody
cared.
Nobody went down there and said nobody sticks a flag in our turf and this.
But
and
we
that.
also know that this is the game. We also know that. I mean, you go back to, was it 73 when the Ohio State players came out and tore down the banner? I mean,
I remember that.
I suspect the Michigan players were pretty angry about it.
Yes, they were.
Yeah, so I understand all this.
But did they go and fight though? They didn't go and fist the cuffs and everything.
That's what I was going to say. That's what I was going to say. Even with all of the banter back and forth, we had Pepper Johnson on earlier in the week too. So between Pepper and Keith and Jamie, there was a lot of respect for one another, and both talked about how that those fights and all that kind of stuff was not shouldn't be a part of the tradition, Yeah.
No, it shouldn't be. I mean, I look back at the 2013 game. That was it, right? Devin Gardner game.
Yeah.
I mean, there was that big fight broke out in that game too, like in the second half, I think it was.
Yeah.
Then you see that. I mean, I watch it because it fires me up. The start of that Journey show on that season when Michigan's pounding on the door, Ohio State's coming up after warmups, and Michigan cannot be contained, so they just start yelling at each other. I mean, as long as it doesn't come to blows, I think that's part of the rivalry. But don't forget the one hero from last year was Jason Avant pulling the flag back.
He got the flag back. he got the flag back. And
That one still cracks me up. People are like, there's this identified Michigan fan pulling the flag back from. I'm like, that's Jason Avant.
Right. The sideline radio guy trying to stop you guys from doing what you're doing. Really?
But it's you're gonna both sides are gonna say they're gonna say the Michigan people started it. Michigan's gonna say Ohio State started it. Whatever happened, with the post game with the pepper spray and stuff, that was ridiculous. That's over the top. But the flag planting, yeah, it's disrespectful. You lost though. You were 3 touchdown favorites and you lost. And I don't think you get completely bent out of shape when the other team is celebrating like that. But Sharon says no more flag planting.
I got a feeling we're going to see some more of it. I just got a feeling that it's not going to be. Well, it's not a kumbaya moment at all. But I just got a feeling we're going to see more of that before it goes away.
Yeah, more than likely. I mean, I just remember when it was not the Michigan Ohio State rivalry was you throw a little dirt each way, but I mean, like, you go back to what year was it, 1994, whatever. Walter Smith wasn't playing, he was hurt, and he says, "Well, we just want to get John Cooper fired." Okay, that kind of stuff was funny to me. I mean, that was part of the rivalry, but it's not like there's no one threatening and no one. It's the players still respect each other. It's the fans, just kind of like the Michigan State rivalry with Michigan. It's the fans who've taken it to another level. Yeah. And of the nastiness. And yes, it becomes heated on the field. Who knows what's going on, the chippiness during a game, but and when a team has lost 2, 3, 4 in a row, who knows what their emotion is. I'm sure they're frustrated, Ohio State. So but I don't know. I love the feistiness of the game. I love everything about this game. I love everything about this game. As Larry knows, we grew up in Southwest Ohio with this game.
Were you wrapped in a red cloth too?
Yeah, I was wearing Ohio State stuff when I was a kid. I mean, but I'd say right now Cincinnati is not so much. Ohio is Ohio State fans, but I don't know if Cincinnati is completely bought in. But yeah, as a kid, because my father was an Ohio State fan, but I had an aunt who grew up in Ann Arbor, so it was exciting. This game was exciting for me as a kid.
I was a huge Ohio State fan. I mean, I was a huge Ohio State. Rex Kern and Nick Bonamici, and to bring up those kind of names, tell you that I was and I told you my story. It was the year Michigan came down and beat Michigan 22. Michigan beat Ohio State 22-zip in the, and there were 30 recruits in the area, in the room after the thing. And Woody Hayes walks in and goes, "Obviously, I'm not in the best of moods right now." He said, "Todd Bell and Larry Lee, you are the only 2 I want. The rest of you guys can leave." Me and Todd looked at each other like, "Oh my God, did he just do that?" But he just lost to the Wolverines 22-zip in the horseshoe. So he wasn't in the best of moods, because it was Woody and Bo that did more talking about this thing and created this rivalry than anybody, right?
Yeah, and you know what? This rivalry needed that. It needed to get firmly put this game on the map. And not just on the map, but just in everybody. Yeah. It's become the game. And I mean, I grew up, and Archie was the guy at Ohio State, and that's what I loved, Archie.
Yeah.
And but I just love this game. I love the colors. I love the sounds. I love the bands. There's just so much about this game that I love, and then just the uncertainty. I mean, like last year, we thought there was no way any of us thought Michigan was going to win that game last year. Okay, Jamie did. Okay, Larry. Okay, Jamie thought so.
I think Michigan can win this one this year. We just need
to do the right
things. Yes, they can, and they. You know what? It's at home. It's the weather's going to be brutally nasty to these Ohio State players. I know Columbus is not in the South, but it's damn warmer down in Columbus, Ohio than Ann
like
Arbor,
that
Michigan.
before.
You know it as well as I do. Just saying.
I think everybody's talked about, it's Bryce Underwood's first time in the game. It's also Julian Sayen's first time in
That's
this
what I'm
game,
saying.
too.
He's not the only one.
And he's on the road. I mean, this is a different animal. And but he's also very accurate. He's a very good quarterback. I mean,
He's CJ Strauss. He can stand in the pocket. You got to move him. You move him around, Angelique. If we got to get him moved around.
Yeah.
And it's got to be our 5 guys. It's got to be the front that does it. Not blitzing all the time, because you got some real athletes back there that are going to be active. I mean, I'm talking about that receiving core. It's damn good, but it's cold too. You know as well as I do.
And it should be windy. I think windy too.
Right. So they got, it's
If they do
Hollywood.
If they do 5, will that be the longest win streak by either side?
I think it's the longest for Michigan since 1920s, but Ohio State won 8 straight before 2021.
Right.
So they had won the 8 straight.
Oh, okay.
But this would be the longest for Michigan since
hole we was in
1920s. I think it's 1920s.
Hole.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. But yeah, I mean, anything can happen. I've got Ohio State winning it, but I don't know. There's so many unknowns, and
I don't.
I just always think about. Remember, I mean, Michigan was 10-2-1 against the John Cooper Ohio State teams that were.
I remember
that were superior teams.
Right,
I mean, they were really good, and I just remember Marcus Ray always just saying that Michigan was in their heads. They had the mental advantage, and that Ohio State had a mental block. And I think the key is, does Ryan Day have a mental block? And will this game, is he going to coach it tight? I mean, how is he going to perform in this game? Because I think he really wants it. Although Ohio State knows that they don't really lose much if they lose this game. They could lose a first round bye, but they're in the playoffs. So that's not an issue for them. But he wants to win this game badly.
Yeah, he wants to win it. He wants to put it away. He wants people to stop coming to his house. He wants people to stop saying things about his kids, his wife, things like that. I mean, it's not a friendly place down there when it comes to Michigan.
I remember teasing even my hometown folks and everybody that love Ohio State, right? I remember teasing them before when you guys beat them and everything. They were ready to fire Brian Day. They went on and won a championship. I said, "Boy, y'all are the most fickle people." I get on them all the time, man. You're ready to fire Ryan Day in Dayton back in the 2 years ago. When was the championship? 23.
Yeah, 23. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I bet remember his family was like, "Yeah, let's leave. Let's get out of here."
Right. So I can't emphasize enough how much that, even though I didn't go there and I had the opportunity to go to either school, but I just love this rivalry, and it's just always something to behold and something to see, and even during my years and the Archie years and the Chris Wards and it was just a great rivalry, man. Calvin Murray and I remember what was the linebacker name that went to the Browns? Tom Cousineau.
Cousineau, yeah.
And remember all. Yeah, so it's just great. And then I didn't go to Michigan because of Calvin O'Neill. I want to make that clear. Calvin O'Neill was a beast, and I was not going to go against him every day in practice. I'm just telling you now. That's why I didn't go to Michigan, was Calvin O'Neill.
Oh my gosh!
Other than that, though, great rivalry. This is great for young kids. And hopefully the tradition still continues where everybody just watches this game. It is the greatest rivalry going on right now.
It is, and it will be about the trenches.
I love it.
And it'll be about the trenches. I mean, on Saturday. I mean, Michigan's offensive line, 3 redshirt freshmen.
Well, that's where the
they've
young guys from
improved.
Michigan got to step up.
Yeah, they do. And
Yeah,
you know,
that's
I
where the
think
young
that's
boys
the
on the
key.
offense got to become. Yeah,
Yeah,
they
this will
got to
grow them
grow
up
up.
very.
This is. Yeah, this is a game they can't be youngsters no more.
No, and Jordan Marshall,
young,
you know, a kid from
young,
Cincinnati.
right?
He wants to beat Ohio
Yeah,
State. And you know,
yeah.
I thought it was good that he didn't play last week. Got him some rest. I really think that it's going to be, you know, Max Bredesen. I just don't see him getting on the field. That's going to be a huge loss for Michigan if he does not play. But they've got talent to match up with Ohio State. There's no doubt.
Yeah.
It's just Ohio State's got those receivers who are exceptional. And that'll be you know, that'll be the other big test. But I think how Ohio State people are seeing it is Matt Patricia versus Bryce Underwood. And what is Matt
Wow.
Patricia going to dial up to
Not even Chip Lindsey against Matt Patricia. It's
No.
Bryce Underwood.
That's how they're talking about it down
Did
there.
you see where Urban Meyer kept saying, you know, if I'm the coach at Michigan, I'd have Bryce Underwood run the ball.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, he said we would run the ball. He said the quarterback would run the ball because we haven't seen it all year.
Well, you've seen Bryce Underwood run the ball.
But he didn't do a lot of it. RPOs, if they ran RPOs, he usually just handed off and let the ball let it go. So he said I would mix that in. And
you know what? They had to get to this point with a healthy Bryce Underwood, so maybe they are saving that for Ohio State.
Maybe.
And you know, I just again, the other issue, the only other is Michigan's special teams going into this game. I mean, it's going to be that's a problem. I mean, I think the Andrew Marsh moving him to you know, punt return's a good thing, but again with the weather, I mean, with this weather and the wind that I suspect will be there, this will be. I mean, it'll be tough for both teams, but you know, Zavada is not the same guy he was last year. So
he's got to be just as good though. He's got to be that. He's got to do his thing.
He does. But you know, I am just really always excited about this game.
You're excited about this game. I'm happy for you. If you're excited, that's good.
Well, I did a story this week. Looking back 30 years at the Biaka-Patuka game that everybody 313 yards. And again, it was the same kind of thing. Ohio State was number 2. Now they're 1, but they were favored by a lot. Nobody gave Michigan a chance. And it was interesting talking to Biaka-Patuka and the other guys. It really, he said it was all about the offensive line and that these guys just played out of their minds and created holes that, you know, he hadn't seen them that big all season and created one-on-one matchups where he knew he was going to win 90% of the time because nobody could take him down. And, you know, that's why I say it really does come down to the trenches in this game and what this Michigan offensive line can do against this Ohio State defensive line in front. That'll tell us a lot.
Okay. Well, Angelique, we really appreciate you coming on and being a part of the M Zone on Friday.
I'm so happy. Thursday, Friday, whatever it is, so I can see Larry. That's all.
Well, that's it. We appreciate that. We really appreciate that. Oh.
and leave a piece of pie in the press box and see if it's there next year.
Yeah,
that's a good idea.
See what you do with that pie.
Exactly. I will. You know, I'm sorry, Jamie. It's not about you. It's not. It's
it's not about me. I know it's not about me.
I'm going to start asking now. Is Larry going to be on? And then it'll decide whether I can appear. Is Larry going to be on today?
Oh, that's my homegirl, man. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, enjoy the game, everybody.
That's that Ohio love, Jamie. That's that Ohio love, man.
Don't open your window.
Don't open my window?
The window don't you sit in front of the window?
Yeah, but you know what? There have been games, there's the very top part that we can't reach.
Right.
And I think it's a bad joke. Sometimes they open it and it's freezing. I had to put a coat on one time. Like, this is not fun.
We'll blame Jansen. He gets inside the booth early and he opens
gets
it up.
hot. He
Yeah.
gets
Probably
hot.
does. Yeah, he probably does do it. You're right. Probably does. Yeah. Well,
That's
we shall
Angelique
see.
Stingall is with us. We got to go because we got Coach Bob Thornblade coming up on the
Oh,
other
tell
side.
Blaine I said hi. Have fun.
Yeah, he's
Bye,
blowing
Larry.
up
Bye,
Jamie's
Matt.
phone.
He is blowing
Bye,
up my
Jamie.
phone. Bye, Angelique. Thank you.
Bye.
If you don't remember Angelique, look her up. We got to go because we got a coach ready to bite him down. Bite him down. Not fight him down, but bite him down because he's ready. You're listening to the
Yeah.
M Zone on the
Yeah.
Big 1050. James, I'm ready. I'm ready, James. I'm ready, James. I know, Blake. I know.
Put me in, coach. Put me in, coach.
Oh. Yeah.
Well, in the meantime, we'll hit the old commercial breaky, and we'll be back with Blade on the other side. So stand by, people.
All righty.
All right. We're about to come back from break, guys.
This is the M Zone.
And welcome back to the M Zone. Jamie Morris, Matt the Hitman Missler, the only guy in the business. And you got Larry Lee. The man is a traveling man. He's not on the left side. He got to the right side. That's the East Coast, down in the dirty South. And joining us is former coach, former player, Coach Bob Thornblade. He knows what this game is about.
I think for me, this game is about privilege. The privilege of playing in this extraordinary and coaching in this extraordinary rivalry like no other. There is no other that compares in sports anywhere. I guess India and Pakistan, when they play cricket, that's an intense rivalry. Or when New Zealand and Australia play rugby. But there's nothing, within the continental United States, certainly on a university or professional level, that compares to this rivalry because it means so much, to the country, to the alumni, the people involved. So it's a privilege to be part of it. It was a privilege to play in it. The experience of playing it, as you know, Jamie, your feet don't touch the ground.
Right.
And I'm sure the same thing is true for the other side. You don't feel anything. Now, I hope it's cold as hell. I hope it's, the kid from Carlsbad, California, their great quarterback, has not played in this. He has not played in weather like this. And as our coach used to tell us, like Admiral Perry said, if you're going to fight in the North Atlantic, you have to train in the North Atlantic. So I heard Bobby Carpenter, who was a great player at Ohio State and a bright guy, and he has his own radio show, and he's fun, he's got a great personality. Was a great player for them, then went on to play professional football. Say, saying we had a real cold day. I was at practice. They had one cold day. So he thinks that might prepare him for what he's going to see. And I hope it's low 30s with a wind chill of about 25. And then we'll see. We'll see how, because it becomes much more difficult to pass in that situation. As you know, and the advantage goes to the team that can run the ball. It just flat out does. And that's what we do. But as we look at this game, I also have the greatest respect for Ohio State. And without them, and without this rivalry with Michigan State, boy, it would be a lot less fun. I mean, this is fun. You're alive. You're alive. And then I wake up, I woke up on Sunday and I couldn't wait for this game. And then I think so much about this week. There's not a day goes by where I don't rely on him and the things he taught me and what he said and how he did things and who he was. And then, and then this week, Jamie, as you think to him. And I told the story that I was with Dusty May and Sharon in June. And I mentioned this before on the air, and John Wengler took me in a room, and I was alone with John and Dusty and Sharon. And what they wanted to talk to me about is Bo. They want to know everything about him, how he prepared the team, how he acted, what he did, what he expected. And, his great commitment was to the student athlete and to the university. And he always said, if we're not doing all those things that to make the young men in our program spiritually, intellectually, athletically better, then we have lost our way. Now, I have a firm belief that college football is still a wonderful, and intercollegiate sports in general, for the right people, is a wonderful experience and rewarding unto itself, and then it will serve you the rest of your life. And when you play in a game like this, it's a chance to lay everything on the line. This is a formidable team. They are great. They have 4 first-round draft picks on defense. Some other players that might emerge and be high draft picks later on. I'm concerned about their right end, Curry, left end. And that's going to be Sprague's big challenge. And we're going to have to help him because that kid comes. Although they have not been a great pass rushing team. They have not. And I want to say this about them. Their signature wins are against, a 7-4 Illinois team and a Washington team that they beat 24-6. And if my recollection is that we beat them by about the same margin. and could have scored at the end. And that's it. Texas could have they beat Texas 14-7. And if Arch Manning would have hit a few passes, that game would have been different. Now they're undefeated. Everybody, they're the defending national champions. They are loaded. They have a great coach who's won championships. They have great players, and everybody expects them to win. And I'm going to tell you how I feel about it. Everybody knows, and they know about this about you, Jamie. We have a bias. Now, we don't see everything. We're not Bob Ufer. We don't see everything through rose-colored glasses, and we try to be objective. But I owe a great debt to the university. You know, one of the things I just thought about as you get older, you know, I have these great docs down there. I have, you know, Dr. Old, Dr. Hearn, Dr. Kwok. These are my doctors. And I have this woman who's a PA named Karen Barbara Olson, who was just extraordinary. I mean, so the university is many things, and it's excellent. And you know what I have in them? I have trust and confidence in those people. And I have faith in them because they are excellent and they're outstanding. And you know who I have faith in? Sharon Moore and Wink and Chip. And Tony Elford, what a coach he is, this running back coach. And he's got the best assistant running back coach in history. And his name's Freddie Jackson. Coach Bellamy, one of our guys, our wide receiver coach. And the emergence of Marsh, you got to give him credit. Our tight end coach, Kasula. Grant Newsom, this young Michigan guy who had a devastating injury when he played here, would have went on and played pro football. And he's cobbled this line together, a scrappy line. Lamar Morgan, those defensive backs, they're going to be challenged, man. What a challenge they have. What a challenge they have. The two greatest receivers, probably in college football. And the best player in college football. This Smith is a great player. Make no mistake about it. He's a great player. Our linebacker coach, look how great our linebackers have played. Esposito, who's done such a great job last year with, you know, I'm going to tell you, Wink came up with that plan last year to play too deep and let our two defensive tackles, first-round draft picks, take their first-round offensive linemen and shove them into Howard's lap. And then we kept our discipline on the outside, and we collapsed that pocket, and he couldn't see the pass. And then one time he came out of the pocket, they hit him so hard, they hit him back to wherever the hell he transferred from. I think it was Kansas State. I mean, they hit him, and he was done. And then our special teams coordinator, and with the emergence of Marsh, we are a much better special teams. We are a different team. And I have confidence in Chip, and I think one of our great assets is Wink, because he can tell us about Patricia and how Patricia's thinking, because he's gone against him in the National Football League. And then I have confidence, and I don't know what you want to call him, Jamie. I don't know if you want to call him. They like this alliteration, fabulous Frosh, our fabulous Frosh, our ferocious Frosh. You know what I like to call him? And don't call me whoever's ever calling me. You know what I like to call him? Our fearless freshman. Bryce and those kids, man, these kids are unbelievable. We have 6 freshmen and more on defense, and they have not backed off a bit. And now we're not perfect, and we make a lot of mistakes. But what an extraordinary, we've had a couple disappointments, but we talk about it's not what happens to you in life. It's how you react to it. So Ohio State is coming in, the number 1 team in the country, loaded, great players. We're not going to dispute that. Great players. This Saban's throwing almost 80% of his passes, and they're coming in. They won the national championship, and we respect that. But we're going to be in the stadium. The guys that wear blue are going to be there, and we're going to wait for them. And we're going to look forward to the challenge, because when you can beat them, we can beat the best. Now, I have a quiet confidence about this. I'm telling you, I don't feel. I talked about the confidence that I have in Ann Arbor people and people at the University of Michigan, and the confidence I have in this young coach, Sharon Moore. And he's a patient man, and he's a tough guy. I have confidence in our toughness. The thing that has distinguished us against Ohio State and differentiated against Ohio State is our physical toughness. And we will show that again. Mark my words. I don't bet. I can't bet on the outcome, but I'm not betting against Michigan. I'm not betting against us. Now let's look at this. And I want to say this. We're going to have to run the quarterback. And instead of RPO, and Chip has incorporated that into our football over the last few games, and it's worked very well. I want it not to be RPO. I want it to be RRO, run option. Either give it to the tailback if the guy crashes, and then he keeps it, and then Bryce keeps it. I want to run that option football with him and threaten him with a defense. You know how many yards their quarterback has gained this year? You know how many yards? 20 yards. So I'm going to tell you, we don't have to worry about him. But when you run a running back and you hand it off with a quarterback, you're 11 against 10. But when your quarterback runs, you're 11 against 11. So I know we're going to do that. And we've done it well the last few weeks. Ohio State is, and I'm going to tell you who's dominated the conference statistically, Indiana. Ohio State has not dominated the conference statistically. Certainly defensively, without question, because the number one statistic is how many, is scoring, defense against score. And they've been outstanding. They're allowing 7.6 points a game. But I'll go back to their schedule. And I'm going to talk about the running game. They think that the last couple of weeks against UCLA and Rutgers, all of a sudden they're a running team. That's not how it works. They have not been able to run the ball. Now they have a fine young back in Bo Jackson, but they have been one-dimensional. Now Michigan is running the ball 61% of the time, and we're passing it 39% of the time. But we're evolving, and everybody can see that. We're able to take the top off the defense now. We have not been able to do that. And that one throw in the end zone when he hit Marsh on that flag route, that was the most beautiful throw and catch. I mean, that was magnificent. So we're coming. We're evolving. Now, they're going to pass. They're going to rush the ball, interestingly enough, 54% of the time and throw it 46. But they like to throw it. Their coach is a quarterback who is a great offensive mind, and he likes to throw the ball. And their offensive coordinator is a receiver. Our coach is a lineman, and he wants to hit you, and he wants to run the ball and dominate the line of scrimmage. This game will be won on the line of scrimmage. And I'm telling you, the physical part of football, it's a martial sport. And almost always the toughest team wins. They have not played a team as tough as Michigan. Mark my words, they have not played as tough as our kids. Our kids are physically tough. They're mistake guys on occasion. They do some different things, but they'll hit you. And they're not going to back off. Passing, we've moved up. Yards per pass attempt, 7.9. So you want to get above 8. Every time you throw the ball, you want to get at least 8 yards. They're 9.4. They have these great receivers. They got really great receivers. They got a great tight end. They have 3 really good receivers and a great tight end. The kid who came over from Purdue, who was all conference at Purdue. I think he grew up in Columbus.
Mm-hmm.
We're scoring 29 points a game. They're scoring 37.9, but I'm telling you statistically, they have not played. They played Ohio University. They played Grambling. They're not even a Division I team. They played these other teams. And I didn't even look at it. If I added up the wins and losses of the teams they played, and we know that Texas has lost 3 games, I mean, I don't think they played a real tough schedule. Now, I don't begrudge them for being number 1. When you look at the array of talent they have, they should probably be number 1. But I'm telling you, they have not been challenged. They have not been challenged. Our defense has given up 17.3. That's more than they have, almost by 10 points. We got to be better than them. Each man has to outplay the Ohio State man. Each man has to defeat the man against him. We talked about alignment, assignment, technique, defeat the man again, a will to win, 11 men together. 11 men together, one heartbeat, whatever, how you want to call it, together. Everybody doing their job to their utmost. We got to be perfect to beat these guys. Can we beat them? Yes. Are they unbeatable? Yes. Are they great? Yes. If we beat them or we beat a great team, yes. Is that the challenge we want? Hell yes, it is. We've built towards this. We've gone through the grind. It's been a struggle at times, but now we are here. Nothing else matters. Psychologically, they are going. They are in the college football playoffs. Last year, they lost to us. They still went and won a national championship. We win, we might not go. They're shoving Notre Dame in there. The people on the committee, they're going to shove Notre Dame in there no matter what. And they hung 70 on Syracuse. Big deal. They play in the ACT for damn. But hey, look, the only reason I feel good about that is C.J. Carr, who I love, and I've known since he was a little boy. But they're going to shove them in there. If we win, it doesn't mean anything. What we got to do is win because we're Michigan, and we're going to win because we want to beat Ohio State. And we have the will to win. Turnover differential. We're better. We're getting better. We're plus 0.4. All right, so almost half. They're plus 0.2. So the kids only throwing 4 interceptions, but they haven't generated a lot of turnovers, and they haven't given up a lot of turnovers. They've had 6 interceptions and lost 7 fumbles. And, we've had 11 interceptions, I think. So we've been good intercepting the ball, and it will help if we can pick them up. One of the things you got to do with a team like this, you got to put doubt. We talked last week about putting doubt in Maryland's mind. And right away, they drove down there, but that didn't bother us. That didn't phase us. That great phased me. I was concerned. Didn't phase the kids. The kids were confident they were going to win that game. And all they had to do was execute, do what they could do. Ohio State, if they come in here and we give them difficulty and don't let them get ahead, we can't let them get ahead by that. They're going to have doubt. We got to put doubt in their mind. We got to create doubt. Now, Zavada has been inconsistent this year, but he beat him last year. And I'm counting on Dominic to beat him again this year. We've got to get points when we're down there. Their kid's 13 for 15. Jay Fielding with a long of 49. We're doing a lot better on our net punt, 39.8. And we got to be great. We got to control field position. This game is field position, particularly when it's going to be cold out there. And their net punt is almost 41 yards. So they're doggone good kicking the ball. And they don't punt. And they've not returned any kicks. They're not giving up any points, so they don't return kicks. Red zone. We got better in the red zone, but we're only 78.3. It's not good enough. We're going to be in close to the 90s. That's not good enough. But we've got to get points against Ohio State. We've got to get points. Take the points. Take the points. I remember losing Ohio State by field goals. They said to Woody, well, they have Michigan, they had better statistics than you. He said, well, you can talk the statistics about the man who drowned in a river whose average step was 3 feet. So we're not going to worry about statistics, but we gotta get points in the red zone. Our defense is only allowed in the red zone opponents to score 82% of the time. And that's pretty doggone good. This is their statistics. They have scored 89.8. 90% of the time they're in the red zone, they come out with points. They have held opponents in the red zone to only 63. 63% of the time in the red zone, their defense has allowed the opponents to come out. Now, I think there were a lot of people that went on 4th down and then they didn't make it. And that's part of that statistics. And part of it is I told you about the schedule, but that's an awesome statistic. 3rd down efficiency. 3rd downs are key. It comes down to a couple big plays. I heard Coach Campbell talk about a couple times on 4th down where they didn't make it twice, and that cost them the game against Green Bay. 3rd down is a critical down. We're pretty good now. 48% of the time, 48.6% of the time, we're successful on 3rd down. They are successful. Their offense has been successful 55.8% of the time. We have to shut them down on 3rd down. We got to make it long. We got to give them a long way to go. They have not been a penalty team. We have not been a penalty team. Defensive 3rd down efficiency. 35% of the time, people get a 1st down against us. That's pretty good. We're going to move that down. You get down in the low 30s, that's damn good. Their defense has allowed opponents to get a 1st down on 3rd down 28.6% of the time. Quarterback rating, our guy has had a lot of drop balls. Not lately. They've done a great job. It was great to see Goodwin come in and make a contribution last week. Our tight ends are back 62% of the time. And Bryce is coming on. He's going up. His trajectory is up. And Sayan has been outstanding for them. He has completed almost 80% of his passes, 79.4. They have 28 touchdowns passing. We have 9 because we're going to run the ball in. They're going to pass the ball in. So that's what it comes down to. I really can't wait for this game. They are formidable. They are great. They are gifted. But I'm going to tell you who we are. We are Michigan. We got these young guys who we've watched evolve. We got a young head coach we watched grow up. And these guys are accustomed to beating Ohio State. They believe they're going to beat Ohio State. Right now, there's no doubt in their mind they're going to come. You know who was at practice today? Tom Brady, Charles Woodson, Desmond Howard, Heisman Trophy winners, Mel Owen, the Golden Bachelor. I heard those guys were at practice today.
Yep.
Those guys were there. I'm going to tell you about Mel Owens. Forget all that stuff. That's a nice thing, all that reality show. When he played and you stood him on top of a tight end, he ripped the tight end's head off. There ain't no tight end getting off on Mel Owens. He was a tough guy and a great player for us. They were down at practice. And I want Tom to stand right there so all those guys from Ohio State can see him and be intimidated when they see the great Tom Brady. I want Tom out on that field so they can see him and they can see Charles Woodson. And I want them to see Jamie Morris. And I want them to know who the hell they're playing, who we are. So it doesn't really matter who Ohio State is. It matters who we are. Who are we? We, together. The old coach used to say, Jamie, you sat in there, this game is going to be a game that's going to be there's going to be highs and lows. There's going to be a lot of times when things don't look good for us. And there's going to be other times we'll be ahead. And you know what? There are going to be maybe 13 times that we're behind. It looks like we're going to lose. But you know how many times we're going to win in this game? 14 times. We're going to win 14 times because we're not going to be denied, because we're going to persevere. And we don't care what they are and who they are. We're not going to make mistakes. We're going to play together. We can't turn it over. We cannot turn it over. We have to have a great game plan. I'm confident. I told you about my confidence. How confident I am in this wonderful university we have, and all these people that take care of me down there, these great medical people. I feel the same confidence in our coaches and our players. I believe in them. And when they run out there under that banner, I run out there with them. Jamie Morris runs out there with them. Every man that played at Michigan runs out there. Every man or woman that loves Michigan, that is a fan, we run out there with them. We're going to be with them. We're going to be with those kids. Win or lose, doesn't matter what happens. Those are our guys. I believe in them. This is a tremendous competition, and this is a tremendous challenge for us. Are we up to it? Hell yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. Here we go, Michigan. Here we go. Here we go, Michigan. Here we go. That magnificent helmet, those beautiful uniforms. We're going to run out there, and Ohio State's going to look at it and say, look at those sons of bitches. Look at them. And we're going to look back at them, and we're going to point our finger and say, we're here to play. We're here to play. Let's go. As Jamie would say, let's dance. Let's dance. Michigan versus Ohio State. There's nothing better. There's nothing more fun. Go, Michigan, go. My heart is with you. I believe in you. I can't wait. Go Blue.
Thanks. That's Bob Thornblade. Yeah. Former coach, former player, and you heard it all from him. We need to go to a break, and then we come back up. Now, we need your three keys to this game.
Jingle, jingle.
3 keys to this game on the other side.
My keys aren't available for
I
me to
know.
jingle. Jingle, jingle.
Jingle,
jingle.
You're listening to the M Zone on the Big 1050.
We're clear on the radio.
Washington Street. West Washington Street. Let's take a look at West Washington Street. No, we're not getting that. Oh, no. They got a freaking, in the house. Yeah.
What you poo-pooing over?
Oh, I'm looking at a house.
Oh, okay.
You're looking at a house. I just, they got a hot stove in there.
I gotcha.
And I'm like, nah, I don't want that. I don't want that in my house. Smell like smoke all day long. Yeah, no, we ain't doing that. They got all the All the amendments. I mean, they got everything right here. It looks good.
Amenities.
Amenities. Yeah.
I guess I'm gonna try some Southern fare while I'm here.
You want to get some Southern fare? No, I'm joking, but you. Oh, it's a cute little house. A cute little house.
Are you here? You have to a restaurant called Papados?
Papados, yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm a. I thought I saw one about 5 minutes from here on the way out here. I might hit that.
Yeah, you should hit that.
I'm starving.
You, me, and everything else. I ain't eat all day. I ain't gonna lie to you. Till I got here, I had these nice little things in there, and then I ate some Cheez-Its that taste like 90 years old.
From the break room?
Yeah.
They were probably 90 years old, though.
Did you get them from the break room, Jay?
Yes, I got them from the break room.
Those are fine.
Okay, they're fine. They just tasted a little different, but okay.
You get the you may have gotten the extra toasted ones.
I ain't getting no extra toast.
The extra toast ones are goated.
I mean, right now my stomach hurts, so I ain't gonna touch it right now.
Don't touch your tummy.
Oh,
man.
Oh, by the way, 10-9 Chicago, about 3 minutes, I think, left in the third.
10-9 Chicago? Good God.
Yeah, 2.5 to play in the third, 10-9 Chicago.
Jesus, what is going on? Throw the ball to A.J. Brown.
Yeah.
I think that's what they had been doing.
Don't throw it to him then. Stop throwing it to him.
Oh.
Yeah. We gotta do better than that, Jew. I don't think so. Going to the big house. I don't know why. Means you do anything on Black Friday? You go see something? You look at it in something?
I'll be honest, they ain't really been squat for good sales for Black Friday this year.
Not yet.
You muted your mic.
And one of the news channels was talking about how Black Friday deals are not what they used to be.
Well, they're not.
Yeah, they really aren't. I think a lot of it is, a lot of people they're moving the sales up in the calendar, and then I think a lot more people are just saying the hell with it. We're just going to do online shopping.
Oh, man. Did you lose Big Sweet? Say, I didn't touch him.
He probably accidentally dropped.
I
We'll get
didn't
him back when
touch
he comes
him,
back
Dave.
home.
I didn't touch him.
Neither did I.
There he is.
Yep.
What's it?
There he is.
Just went out.
That's right. It's gonna be a long flight because they ain't taking the bus this time. They said we gotta change it up.
That's right. They ain't taking no bus.
If I was either team, I'd be leery. If I was either team, I'd be leery of taking the bus. Just because of these crazy fans out there. Man.
I told you that's what they do. This is what they do. This is how you do it. La, la,
Coming back
la,
from
la,
a break.
la.
This is the M Zone.
And welcome back to the M Zone. Jamie Morris, Matt the Hitman Missler, the one and only in the Bizzler.
Oh, I forgot I have to hit my drop.
They must have amnesia. They forgot that I'm him.
And Big Sweet Larry Lee on the East Coast in the dirty South, baby. In the dirty South.
Peace up, A downtown.
Keys to the game, gentlemen. I think it relies on the line of scrimmage. I'm going to say Michigan needs to control the offense and defensive line of scrimmage to win this game. Their front five are going to have to control. And from the standpoint, and I'll split these two and say from an offensive standpoint, they got to keep Bryce clean, got to keep him free, got to let him do his thing, let him be free, let him do all the things that Bryce needs to do, you know? And then from a defensive standpoint, we've got to make this young man move in the pocket. He's got to move around. If they want to throw the ball, make him want to run the ball. Make him do things he's not used to doing. If you let him stay upright and stand in that pocket like the old Ohio State quarterbacks used to, they will kill you by 1,000 stabbings. Just saying.
Is that the sound?
Yeah, that's blood coming out.
Oh, okay.
And then my third and final key, special teams. It is the most important game of the year, and special teams has got to be at its highest. From field goal kicking to extra point kicking to punting the damn ball. We have got to have control of this field, and we must take control of the field if we get pinned deep. We must own special teams. Those are my three keys. How about your keys?
Let you go first, Sweet.
Okay, I tell you what. I agree with your keys, but I'm gonna put more emphasis on special teams. I think this game could be very close and not necessarily explosive because both, Ohio State has a good defense, and so does Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
So then, if these defenses really show up like they're capable of doing, it's going to be a no-brainer, kind of a tick for tack kind of thing. And I think the special teams are going to be the difference. Kick returns and or field position. So I put special teams first. Then I will put controlling the line of scrimmage by both lines. Those are my three.
Nice.
So while Coach was on with us, I was looking up some stats for comparison purposes only, of course. These may mean this may mean a lot to some and may mean a lot to nobody. The record for both teams, as far as combined record of their opponents, Ohio State, their opponents had a record of 63-59, while Michigan had collective record of their opponents of 66-56. So I don't know if that does anything to you, if that moves any needle or whatnot for anybody. Here's the one thing that will continuously be the biggest needle mover of all. The team that has recorded the most rushing yards has won the game. I can't remember and how many appearances and how many attempts, but it has been an ongoing trend for this game. The team that outrushes the other one has won the game, and it's historically known that has been the case. This year, The Wolverines have rushed for an average of 223.5 yards per game. The Ohio State Buckeyes have rushed for 170.2 yards per game. Advantage Michigan. So we got to make sure that we get Jordan Marshall to be him. And he already knows that he knows the assignment. He knows what he's got to do. And let's keep feeding the rock to our boy in Mr. Why am I blanking on his name? And Bryson Kuzdal. So now you got your 1A and 1B, our two-headed beast. Number 2, offensive line. This is the biggest game of your collegiate careers. You need to protect those trenches, open up running lanes. You need to win those trench battles. And that goes the same thing on the defensive side of the line too. You can't just have Derek Moore and Jayshawn Barham be the two dudes on the offensive line. You need the rest of the defensive front to win those battles in the trenches. We saw last week, and again, it was against a scrub team. We saw that Ohio State knows how to run the ball. It's time to hammer down, since this is a team that Michigan allows 94 rushing yards per game, while Ohio State allows 80. So defensively, Ohio State is the better. I will admit that. But you can throw a lot of these stats right out the window, because the biggest stat of all is getting the dub. And the third key to this one, win the turnover battle. Ohio State has a +5 in the turnover battle. Michigan is a +4. Pretty sure wouldn't have been so lopsided, wouldn't be so close, it'd be a little more lopsided if Michigan didn't have 5 turnovers in that Northwestern game. But I digress. This is the one time where defense is going to have to step up big time. And Bryce, we saw last week against Maryland. And I know it's not a comparable opponent, but he kept himself cool under pressure. This is the time to be as cool as the other side of the pillow on a cold winter's night. So the 3 keys for me: win that rush battle, win in the trenches, and win the turnover battle. And Michigan has a great opportunity to not only win, but also has a great opportunity to have a good enough resume to get into the college football playoff.
734-998-1050. 734-998-1050. Hadley, what's going on, Hadley?
I'm just getting prepared, Jamie. That's all I'm doing right now. I'm getting my food prepared and getting the adult beverages prepared.
What food are we? What are we having on Hadley's?
Well, I'm sorry. I'm not having Asian wings, not yet.
Okay.
I still have chicken I haven't eaten yet. It's appetizers. No, I'm just gonna have I'm gonna have some shrimp with that sauce from Indy.
Okay.
Indianapolis, from that restaurant. I still got some of that left. That should be fun. The last time I ate it, I thought I was going to die.
So why treat yourself this way?
No, it's just like Ms. told me last time I did this. Ms. says, "Well, when it hits that certain part of your palate, it's really sensitive, and that's where you get all the burn and everything else, and you think you're going to die. So what you do is you eat the shrimp with a little sauce on it, and you swallow it right away.
Wow. Okay,
Chew it up
Miz.
and then swallow. Is that about right, Miz?
Makes sense.
Is that how you?
Sure. I have no idea what I missed on, because I need to grab that pad of sticky notes, because I actually do need those notes. So. I had to run outside to go get those notes.
Right. That's funny.
I don't know if you heard what I said, but
Ease up on the horseradish. That's all I know.
He said, "Ease up on your radish, your horseradish sauce."
Ease up on that seagull, boy.
I do now. I've learned my lesson on that stuff.
You'll smell things that you don't remember smelling years ago.
What?
Nothing. He said you'll smell things that you haven't smelled in years.
Oh, that's true. It does clear up your sinuses.
Yep.
Very well, among other things. And then let's see. Oh, and then just I still got some buffalo chicken left over, and I got some jalapeno poppers, and it's just going to be a feast of food.
Nice. Well, it looks like you're gonna have a good time, brother, man.
I love some jalapeno poppers.
Oh no, you're going to be at the game. That's right. You'll have your tailgate.
It's going to be a cold tailgate.
Special for your tailgate?
It's going to be breakfast foods.
It's always good.
I was gonna say, on a cold day like that, the tailgate, don't they do chili?
Yes, we got the players have a cornbread and chili day.
What you do is you have the leftover turkey and you put that in your chili.
Okay,
that is an old hunter / fisherman season trick that I learned from my uncle. You take whatever stuff you didn't finish up, you throw it in chili. Turns into an everything chili.
Everything.
There you go.
Cheese in your chili. Cheese and onions in your
I
chili.
like cheese and onion in my chilies. I'm more to I'm a 3-bean chili guy. You know what I'm saying?
3 beans. Okay.
3-bean chili guy.
Me too.
Since you don't like meat, really, Jamie, you can put in the turkey.
Me too.
I don't do that either, Hadley. I don't put that turkey in there, but I do eat. I had a turkey sandwich last night before I went to bed.
He wants to make sure that when he has his chili, that there's no turkey in it, so he can stay awake for the whole thing. That was just me. That was just me being a smartass, Hallie. That's all it was. I mean, would you expect anything less from me at this point?
No, not really.
There you go.
My 3 keys are, of course, that offensive line is just like you said, Jamie. They just have to open up the lanes to get our running backs going and stuff, and just protect Underwood. And since this is his first really, really big game, he's going to be a little nervous. I think he's going to be a little apprehensive at times. And if Ohio State throws a book at him, he better watch out, because I think they can get to him if he tries to get too fancy with his trying to find an open receiver and stuff. So he's got to be careful with that. And their quarterback is a lot better at that game and he's only a sophomore, I know, but he seems to be
still his first game playing Michigan. So everybody, I know he's had a good season, but it's still his first game. First Michigan game. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, right. And this is Bryce's first Ohio State game.
Right.
So it's going to be a real battle out there, I'm afraid. And then you guys will enjoy the snow, I'm sure. By halftime, you'll have 3 inches of snow, and Ohio State will hate it.
No, not that much.
I don't know why you keep wanting to be the meteorologist you are, Hadley.
I trust what Gary. I trust what Gary told me.
I'm just saying it could happen.
It could.
Weather, you know how crazy it is.
And it could be rainbows and whatchamacallit. I mean, falling on us too. But I mean, come on.
Sunshine and rainbows? I don't think so. My second key is the defensive backfield. Ohio State's got those 2 really good wide receivers there, and they're supposed to play.
Yep.
So Smith is the more dangerous one, I think.
He is dangerous.
Yeah, he is. And if they get him free, he's going to be trouble. And then the third key is, of course, like we harped on it, special teams. I want to depend on Zavada if he has to kick a field goal. The winds aren't supposed to be any factor, right?
It's going to be windy, Hadley.
How windy? Do you know offhand?
Gusts up to. Go ahead, Miss.
There's when Gary's report came out, he said anywhere starting at about 7 to 15, and then at some point could be topping up about 20 miles per hour blowing south. So it'll be impactful in one direction, but not in the other direction.
Well, just depends on Michigan has the ball, which way the wind's blowing and stuff. But I don't think with the stadium being that big, I don't think the wind on the field is all that bad. It's just when kicks get up in the air and stuff, right?
You would be surprised.
That's how it affects it more than anything.
You could be surprised. But what's your third key there, big dog?
My third key is just watch the turnovers, man. No turnovers, nothing, nada. Zilch. Let's get some interceptions. Let's get some fumbles. Let's just put Ohio State on their butt and just show them who we are. And that's what we got to do. And the point spread's about the same at 10. So it's going to be a great game. I'm looking forward to it. And let the refs know how to play that game too. Hope we got some good refs. Do we have a good refs there, Miz, or you don't know?
I do not have assignment for the referees. Won't know probably until the actual roster comes out tomorrow. So
My question for Larry Lee, Lee, man, how are you doing out there in Atlanta, the hot Atlanta?
You know what? It kind of went out for a second. Say that again.
he was wondering how you're doing out there down the dirty South.
Yeah, down there.
I'm doing good, man. It's going to be a festive occasion. Like I said, my brother-in-law, it's his 70th birthday, and the family is all down here from all over the country to surprise him with a nice little get-together tomorrow. So it's going to be fun. I'm right back to LA on Sunday.
All right, so give us our assessment. What do you think is going to happen with UCLA and USC tomorrow?
You know, I think Hadley, the Bruins, it's like Michigan, Ohio State in a sense that you can throw the records out the window and they both are going to play hard, but I think USC has the advantage. I think SC is gonna beat my boys, say 28-18 tomorrow.
I'm gonna give Michigan the edge, and just like I said, I hope it doesn't depend on a field goal, but I'm gonna say 23-20. Enjoy the game, gentlemen. We all discuss it on Monday, and hopefully you'll all be in a good mood. Go Blue.
Thanks, Hadley.
All right. Take care, Hadley.
734-998-1050. Let's go to a break first.
Okay.
And then we'll come back. And Nate and the Philly E, hold on. You're listening to the M Zone on the Big 1050.
Clear on the radio.
It's a noon kickoff, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Cool.
Wow. L. Duncan is leaving ESPN for Netflix.
Oh. Well, Netflix is expanding their sports reach right now.
Yeah, that's
Get it
why
while the iron's hot, I suppose.
That's why they went like this. L wanted to partly do ESPN and Netflix, but ESPN said we fully want to be a part.
Well, I think a lot of it too is I hate to say it because it's going to come off as a little sexist, but she doesn't have Kirk Herbstreit's contract stuff. So
Right. And she came in as a co-host.
Right. I mean, she's a she does great work on
she's
on
good at
the
what she does.
Sports
Yeah.
Center or whatnot.
Yeah.
So like I understand that part of it. It's again, you don't want it just to be a one trick pony kind of thing where you're just hosting and that's about it.
There's no animosity between Duncan and ESPN, as she is said to be a favorite of the network's ESPN network chairman.
Mm-hmm.
Besides her on-air work as the host of the WNBA, Final Four, and the daily 6 p.m. ESPN, she was part of the network's upfront yearly presentation of upcoming programs for advertisers and took part in corporate events.
Yeah, I mean, she
would miss her. I mean,
she was a face for the brand. There's no doubt about it. But I think what and I've always said this. I think that Caitlin Clark has her influence on the women's game. Really kind of opened things up for a lot more. And it obviously opened things a lot more for the WNBA side of things as well. So I think a lot of it kind of helps out with that. And she's done an outstanding job covering the Final Four.
No, you're right, miss. That's I mean,
but again,
but with all of that being said, Netflix is increasingly becoming a competitor of ESPN. The network has denied Netflix use of their their other on-air personalities for its NFL games this Christmas. Last year, ESPN did let on-air stalwarts like Amia Kimes and Laura Rutledge work for Netflix. So I mean, look, now they're competitors now, Biz.
I know that they are. I know they're competitors. I think a lot of it though is when you are a face of like sports of the nightly Sports Center broadcast, and you are contractually obligated exclusively with ESPN. The thing is with Rutledge and with Mina is that they're still, I think they're technically independent, because if I'm not mistaken, I think Rutledge still does stuff for like the Fox networks for play-by-play. It's kind of like with Robbie Hummel, if you think about it.
Okay.
Like Robbie Hummel, he's damn near everywhere.
Robbie Hummel is everywhere. But now I think Fox wants him. Fox says you can work with this area, because I don't think he's going to do CBS. He may not do CBS anymore.
Well, we'll see.
Duncan, she's got what? Duncan's deal with Netflix is for a substantial raise from her ESPN salary and will allow her to work much less. Netflix has the right to Christmas Day NFL games, 3 baseball events, Major League Baseball events, including opening day in March between the New York Yankees and the San Francisco Giants. I don't know why those games are named, but I guess that's what they wanted.
I think I'm not sure. I know, like I said, that may have been one of those like the season opener things that they've got going on, because I know like that with that new the new media deal that they had approved a week and a half, 2 weeks ago.
I remember that.
That I think that was part of it. Like they wanted to get a good rivalry, matchup to work with it, I think.
I love Elle Duncan, man. She's always
done
she's funny. I love her.
She's done an outstanding job.
She works with the other guy. What's the guy's name?
I was going to say Stanford, but he's gone to
no. He works with Booger all the time. The guy.
Oh yeah.
He works with Booger all the time. So that's why I love those two together too.
Well, maybe Booger will come join her as well.
That's not Booger. I'm saying the guy that works with Booger.
Oh, I'm just saying. Yeah. Oh, I can't remember his name. The other college football analyst.
Yeah.
Name's escaping me as well. We're coming back from break, so stand by.
Damn, this show flew by. God damn.
Yeah.
This is the M Zone.
And welcome back to the M Zone. Jamie Morris, Matt the Hitman Missler, best guy in the Bizzler. And you got the center of attention, the man in the middle. Well, he's not in the middle anymore. He's down in the dirty South. You got your spinners? You got your spinners?
Welcome to Atlanta, where the players play. We ride on the streets like every day.
Your little spinners on your hood, on your tires.
Yeah.
Okay.
Welcome to Atlanta. What was that song, man? Remember all the different rap celebrities did that song, Welcome to Atlanta?
They all did that. 734-988-1050, 734-988-1050. Let's go to let's go to Nate in Columbus. What's up, Nate?
Haven't heard this cat in a while.
Yo, J-Mo, how are you?
I'm good, Nate. How you doing, bro?
A bit nervous. I'm cautiously optimistic, I guess. But I tell you what, let me ask you a question. Then it leads into my first key.
Okay.
What is a fighter jet designed to do?
Fight.
flight, and it's only a threat if it's in the air, right? Not
Right.
on the ground.
Yeah.
Well, the same thing can be said for the Ohio State offense. They've got some of the best receivers, but you know what? Those receivers can't do nothing if their quarterback's not throwing the ball to them, which leads me to my first point. Playing on your terms. You got to control the ball, control the clock. You make it a short game. That offense, that high-powered Buckeye offense, can't if they don't have the ball. So you keep them on the bench, let them get cold. Especially with those lingering injuries, they're not going to be 100% anyways. But you let them stay on the sideline, play on your terms. Don't let them dictate the terms. And Jordan Marshall, he is 129 yards away from the 1,000-yard mark. In the history of the rivalry, anytime a Michigan running back gets 1,000 yards or more in a single season, Michigan has a winning record. I don't know how the exact wins, but they're very dominant against Ohio State when they have an 1,000-yard rusher. So 129 yards. If Jordan Marshall gets that, Michigan's winning the game. Second point, turn up the heat in the kitchen. You've got to get to Sand. You already said that. You've got to get to Sand. Don't let him be comfortable. You let him hit that cold ground a few times, and you just let him know you better get comfortable there because you're going to be sitting down there for most of this game, and you're going to be looking up in the sky, wishing you would have stayed in Cali or gone to Florida, gone to one of those warm weather states. My third point, execution. You've got to execute. When your defense makes a stop, you've got to execute on offense. You've got to execute in the red zone. Execute on third downs, fourth downs. You just got to execute. If those things go right, Michigan can come away with this game. But we'll see how that goes. Go Blue, guys.
Thanks. Appreciate it,
Man.
Nate.
It's been a hot minute since we heard from Nate, and he coming in with facts, numbers, and fire.
Wow, he did. He did.
Love it. On point.
Love it. Dennis, how you doing, Dennis?
Well, I'm doing very well. How about you, Jamie? You and Miz, you guys are doing a great job there as always.
Well, we're trying.
Hey,
we're trying.
Larry's doing an awesome job. He's holding it down there in the dirty, dirty South. We're all having a good time. Get ready before this big battle tomorrow.
Well,
Absolutely.
And Larry's really, Larry, you're helping us keep this transcontinental and getting the whole nation involved. All of America will be donning their maize and blue tomorrow when those Scarlet and Gray Stormtroopers go into that field for this big game. And gentlemen, this is the 75th anniversary of the Snow Bowl. And the Wolverines, they went down there to Columbus, and I don't think they even got a first down in that game, but they ended up winning 9-3. They had a safety and a touchdown to beat those Scarlet and Gray Stormtroopers down there, or those nattering nabobs are oozing their way north up here for this big game out there in the hole that Yost Doug Chrysler paid for, Canham carpeted, Weidenbach resounded, Martin Field, Turk Parker renovated, Brandon Litt manual maintains, and old Sharon Moore fills every cotton picking maize and blue Michigan home football Saturday with over 100,000 of the greatest fans in the history of sport. And and I know it's going to be another great big Michigan Saturday afternoon out there. And I'll tell you what, those Wolverines, just like, what was it? It was 30 years ago when old Tomanga Biaka Batuka went up and down that field and said, I saw what Jamie Morris did in 1986, and I'm here to show you that I can do it too. And just like you, Jamie Tomanga led us to victory. Oh, you Wolverine running backs have had so many great performances, and Jordan Marshall's ready for this game. Brian Cusdahl, Jasper Parker, and Micah Capana, and of course, we've got our quarterback, Bryce Underwood. Right now, they're all underestimating Bryce. They're underestimating our offensive line. They're underestimating our defensive line, our entire team. But those Wolverines are getting ready. They're just itching to get out there and give those Buckeyes what for. They're going to crush those nattering nabobs, those useless nuts, oozing their way up from the banks of the old and stanky, as the late extremely great high-octane Mike used to say. Not yet for the Wolverines. Here's the first key. Just focus on this game. And that's what they're doing. So they got to focus. They got to finish. Every time there's a chance to make a play, the ball's in your hands. You got to hang on to it. If you're on the defense and there's the interception, you got to hang on to it. The running backs, the quarterback, the receivers, everybody's got to hang on to it, make the catches. And they got to break those tackles. And the tackling is going to be so important. They're blocking and tackling, just the basics, gentlemen. Just the basics are going to be so important for this game. The Wolverines are going to out-block them. They're going to out-tackle them. And then special teams. Right now, yes, we struggled on special teams this year, but they're going to be out there in that swirling snow, and the Wolverine special teams will outplay the Buckeyes. And when it's all over, we're going to hear the greatest fight song ever written, the Michigan victors. I can hardly wait. You can hardly wait. This is going to lead us to victory. Jamie's going to lead us to victory. Larry's going to lead us to victory. And more importantly, all those 85 Wolverines are going to lead us to victory. All those players, those coaches, and the training staff. And it's going to be a great big Michigan Saturday afternoon. As we say once again, those Wolverines are the champions of the West, and the Buckeyes will be heading back down to Columbus after an ignominious defeat to the Maize and Blue defenders of civilization. So let's go Blue. Hail to the victors and keep up the great job, M-Zone gentlemen.
Yeah.
Love it.
That deserves it.
That earned it. 734-998-1050. Philly ain't bring it home.
You got it, Hoss. All right. What a great day. Well, especially tomorrow, even be greater. What I like is I don't know what we're this young team that's a work in progress.
Yep.
So we don't know what our ceiling is.
Nope.
Well, we could come out tomorrow and just put it all together. Everybody thinks that if this game's a blowout, that it's most likely Ohio State. Guess what? Let's not rule out that we could beat their ass tomorrow. There is a definite possibility that we might kick their ass tomorrow because we don't know how good we are. We just don't know. And one of the keys we're talking about hitting the quarterback. This kid hasn't been hit all year. I mean, it's been easy pickings throughout the year. So I want to know, and this kid has not played in this kind of magnitude, a game of this magnitude, not even close. So this is a whole different animal for this kid. And if we can hit him and speed up his clock, it's a whole different ball game. And you know what? These are the same ends that played last year. We got TJ on one side, we got Moore on the other. Now, granted, we don't have the same tackles as last year, but maybe the game changer is Barham back at linebacker. And I'm not saying you never put him out at end. I mean, situationally, you can do that. But we need to push up the middle. If you push the interior, it's death to an offense. So I'm hoping that we bring 5 on many plays, just 5. And I want him to be one of them because if he can push that interior, we're that much better of a defense. So I really like the prospects of Barham playing at linebacker tomorrow, and maybe obvious passing situations. Maybe you put him at end again. Maybe you keep him at linebacker and blitz him and have that interior push. So because that's what did the trick for us last year, and I want to see the same. Our quarterback run game. Everybody's saying it. Of course, we've been saying this all year, but not just the read option. Where you option a man out of the offense and it leads to RPO, but the actual +1, the actual design quarterback runs where the numbers are in our favor, and the quarterback counter, the quarterback sweep that JJ ran a couple years ago, or I guess it's 3 now. Quarterback draw, all the quarterback runs. We saw with Mateer, and he only did it for the Michigan game. People don't realize. If Mateer doesn't run the ball 20 times, they probably don't beat us, or it's going to go down to the wire. He hasn't done that since that game. Well, I'm not saying Bryce has to run it 20 times, but it's got to be in the double digits tomorrow. And if he can do that, it's going to open up creases for our 2 running backs right now. And yeah, Cuz is a legit number 2 back right now. So it's going to open up creases for those guys. And if we're able to run the ball like that, it opens up the passing game as well and the RPO. So and I want them to show it early. I don't want this to be in the back pocket for the fourth quarter. We got to show this early. We got to use this guy because there are no tomorrows. So I want to see that. And here's one thing. It's been easy pickings for them the entire year. They have not been punched in the face. They have faced 0 adversity the entire year. We're going to come out. We're going to punch them in the face. They're going to face a little adversity, and let's see how they respond to that because they've been winning real cute and sweet. And you know what? We win ugly. We win close games, and we're going to get them. We're going to get them into the muddy waters and see how they respond. And the weather is just another factor. So the fact that it's not going to be a fast track and a 55 and sunny day. So I think a lot of things are on our favor. I really, really like our chances. But again, don't rule out the fact that if we knock this kid around, this could be an ass kicking tomorrow. I know everybody thinks if it's a blowout, it's going to be Ohio State. Disagree. So anyway, that's where I'm at with that. And I have to say, you guys did a great job with that opening. Was that you threw that together, Miz?
That was Miz.
Yeah, it was
tremendous.
It was one that I've done. I think I cooked it up originally for the 21 game, but I kept adding more highlights to it. I've got to find the original copy so I can add into what we got last year and the year prior, and just make it bigger and better each and every time.
Well, it was great. And guess what? I thought it was also appropriate that, in light of it's the eve of the biggest game of the year, but you could not ignore what happened this week with the bet. You just couldn't ignore it, regardless what's going on tomorrow. So I'm glad you guys touched on that today. I really appreciate that. This start has been historic. I don't think we've ever seen anything like this, where you're playing 3 back-to-back or 3 nights in a row. You're playing tournament teams and you win by 30, 40,
Right.
and 30.
Yeah.
And did you see Mark Hughes' face after the one of the timeouts, early in the game? He was like, damn. he was shell shocked, man.
He looked
incredible. I was like,
he looked like
unbelievable.
he looked like he saw a ghost, and he looked like, man, maybe I'm not cut out to be coaching Gonzaga if we got to play guys like these anymore.
And if anybody's worried about the TCU win on the road in their house, where we turned it over, 21, 22 times, let me offer you guys a little context. Anybody see what TCU did last night? They beat the defending national champions. So they didn't exactly struggle with little sisters of the poor earlier in the week. They went in their house and beat them despite 20-something turnovers.
Yeah.
And obviously that's been an anomaly because we haven't seen that since. That was more of a symptom of last year. I got to say, I don't think I've seen anything like this. So they're scary good right now. I don't know if they can. I don't know. Can we maintain this? I don't know if this is going to continue. There's nothing I can compare it to other than Jordan's last year, the '84 squad, where they ran a gauntlet. They won their first 21 games. They beat Mizzou. They beat the Pearl at Syracuse. They beat Mullen and St. John's and Louis at MSG. And then, of course, they had the ACC gauntlet, and I have to say the '84 schedule in the ACC was daunting, to say the least. It was
Philly,
kind of like
I gotta go.
All right. Hey, listen, we're gonna win 31-17 and go blue.
Okay. Hey, Brady.
Yes, sir.
All right, go ahead, bro.
31-17. I heard it. Wow. Hey, man, I'm ready. I'm ready in Ohio. And let me tell you, I'm giving you the excuse first. We were already in the playoffs. That's going to be the excuse. Ohio State was already in the playoffs. You're going to hear that excuse. We're going to beat them. And let me tell you about Jordan Marshall. If there was ever a running back, not discrediting you, Jamie, if there was ever a running back in that Michigan blue that understands what's going on tomorrow, it's Jordan Marshall. Cincinnati, Ohio, walking around all of his life here in Ohio, Buckeye-minded, could stand in the press conference and talk about not going there because of how they think they are and how that other coach left there because they was snobby. That man, he understands what's happening, and he's going to shine tomorrow. Bryce don't have to be hero-minded, but he got to win that game tomorrow. We got him, Jamie.
All right, great.
Hey, we always needed Ohio State.
Yes.
Bo beat Woody in 69. Bo needed Woody. We always need Ohio State. That's where we get our points from. I'm fired up. I'll talk to you next week.
Thanks, Brady.
Appreciate it. Beautiful, beautiful. You know that he's fired up. So
He is.
You ready to close this thing out with the picks?
Let's do it.
All right. Got 6 games to pick from. Of course, we got ours to go with, and all these spreads and the rankings, by the way, are based off of the AP poll. And if you or somebody you know has a gambling problem, needs help, call the National Gambling Helper, Gambling Disorder Helpline number at 1-800-GAMBLER. So we'll start off with a game that actually is coming up here in about 90 minutes time tonight. Number 3 Texas A&M travels to Austin to take on the 16th ranked Longhorns, 7:30 on ABC. The Aggies, looking to go undefeated, are a 2.5-point favorite. Jamie Morris, who you like in the Battle of Tejas?
Ooh, woo! It's going to be hotter than hot. It's going to be grits on the box. I'm going to tell you what, I'm taking Texas A&M in a squeaker.
Ooh, going squeaker in this one. All right, Big Sweet.
Texas A&M.
Hey, keep it short and simple. I like it. I'm going to go with the Aggies on this one as well. I was honestly surprised how well of a team they have been this year and not giving them the roses they deserve. So I'm going to take A&M in this one. The fan vote also went in favor of the Aggies. Coming up tomorrow at 12 noon, this one may not seem like much for some, but it definitely means to them a lot for these two squads. Number 13, Miami, heads over to Western PA to take on number 24, Pitt. The Hurricanes are 6.5-point favorite. Miami wins, they go to play in Charlotte for the ACC title. If Pitt wins, they are in the driver's seat and also go to Charlotte. So, Big Sweet, what do you like in this ACC matchup? The Canes, or do you like the Panthers?
I've been feeling the Canes, but here lately the Panthers are starting to show me something. I'm going to go out on the limb with the Panthers.
All right, Jamie.
Oh, my God. What's temperature? I mean, they're going to be in Pittsburgh, you said, right?
It's in PA, yep. So it's outdoor and chilly.
I'm going to take the Panthers. I'm going to take the Panthers on this one.
I'll be honest with you. Miami has not impressed me all that much, especially Carson Beck. But somehow I think he finds a way to punch his ticket to Charlotte. Give me the Hurricanes to win this one in a squeaker, as Jamie would say. If Michigan ends up winning against Ohio State, we'll get to that game here in a moment. A lot of eyeballs in Ann Arbor will be focused on this one up in the Pacific Northwest. It's number 5, Oregon, a 6.5-point favorite, going to Washington, 3:30 on CBS. Jamie Morin, quack, quack, or go Dogs?
Quack, quack.
Okay.
Quack, quack.
Big Sweet.
No commercial.
Aflac. Something about puddles. I don't know what it is. Listen, as much as I'd like to go back down to Indianapolis again, I just think that Oregon is a more well-rounded team. It's not just offense. They've got a great defense as well. And I think Oregon's going to edge this one out. Give me the Ducks to win this one. Battle of the SEC. One of these squads needs a win to get to Atlanta. The other one needs one to get to a bowl game. It's the Iron Bowl at 7:30 on ABC. Number 10, Alabama, 5.5-point favorite, heading to Auburn to take on the Tigers. Big Sweet, are you Roll Tide or you War Eagle?
Roll Tide.
Because I already know what Jamie's going to go with this one. So go ahead and put it in for you.
Roll Tide.
As much as I would love to see an upset here, because it would help Michigan a lot to secure a spot in that top 12, securely in the top 10 for the for a CFP spot. I got to go with Alabama on this one. I think Kalen DeBoer has found a way to turn the ship around. And I think he got a little smack in the mouth when he lost to Oklahoma at home a couple weeks ago. So I'm going to take Alabama in this one to win the Iron Bowl. Again, another ACC matchup that means a lot to one squad and means nothing to the other one except spoiling. SMU, with a win, they go to Charlotte. With a loss, well, enjoy your bowl game with Cal. SMU, a 12.5-point favorite on ESPN2 tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Jamie Morris, who do you like? The Pony Express, or do you like the Bears?
I like the Pony Express. Come on with it. Come on with it.
Larry?
Eric Dickerson will be on the sideline, so I'm going with the Pony Express.
Yeah, I think the Pony Express has got this one. I think they're playing in Charlotte coming up next week. Give me SMU. Which then takes us to our final game of picking for this. Well, we got the conference games next week, but only one that matters now. The game, the best rivalry of all rivalries. Number 1 Ohio State at the Big House to take on your number 15 Michigan Wolverines. 12 noon, specifically 12:14 kickoff on the Big 1050 WTK and on Fox. The Buckeyes are a 9.5-point favorite. Jamie Morris, tell the people what's up.
You better give me – I got Michigan. Michigan's going to win this game, and they're going to win it. I'm going 28 to 24.
28-24. All right. Big Sweet, I know you're an Ohio guy.
Can I remain neutral?
Not this time.
Wow, not this time.
Not this time, big dog.
All right. Since you guys,
hey, we've had people say I'm taking the Buckeyes.
A former co-host used to.
I tell you what, I'm going Buckeyes 24-21.
Everyone boo that man. No, it's okay because the fan vote. It's okay, Larry, because the fan vote went towards Ohio State. I had a lot more faith in you, chat. I had a lot more faith in you, Twitter followers. I did. I don't know what to think of you anymore. You disappoint me. I come in here, I show up here on a finally Friday, belly full of bird, mashed potatoes, rutabaga stuffing, cranberry sauce, maybe a little bit of that Jamaican broccoli too that got me feeling some kind of way. All I'm saying is this. I gave you special intro. I tried to get y'all fired up. Bob Thornblade got you fired up. Kevin Fitzsimons got you fired up. Gary Rizzo got you fired up. That guy up there that I'm pointing at got you fired up. This guy right here, he knows what's up. He knows what's up. He's trying to be neutral. He's trying to be a realist. I'm here to tell you right now, every time I've played that open, Michigan's won. Michigan's going to outrun Ohio State. Ryan Day is going to play himself like he has done the past 4 years. Call it Booker T because we're going 5 time in a row. That win, those days are going past 2,191. Give me Michigan to win this one. 31-27. If you ain't on board with this, I got 2 words for you. Go blue. Jamie, let's get on out of here so that we can get ourselves prepared for what's going to be an outstanding game, a day of football, and it all gets started with us here in Ann Arbor. Send it home.
That's going to do it for the M Zone, the M Zone for the rest of the week. Hey, go out. If you come into Ann Arbor, dress warm, and I mean warm.
Get ready
because it's coming.
You better get ready. You better get ready now. Be ready so you don't have to get ready tomorrow morning.
Exactly. That being said, you're listening to the M Zone on the Big 1050